This for the niggas and bitches and niggas who be hitting them switches and pulling them triggers, who been crumbing the weed and rolling them swishers. Keep on banging on corners and drinking that liquor. Keep that thug shit real when you fucking with me. Keep your sights on steel when you gunning for me. I put my pistol in your mouth and tell your ass to goggle. Gangsta shit so potent it should be sold in bottles. Take a sip and go to hell, get drunk and then dump in the trunk, fuck jail, DUI. No, that ain't how you die. It was my thugs and slugs that was the reason why. You niggas thought I was soft, but I was blood to be caught. And now these shells hit the ground as I'm busting off. 9 double them Beretta, no there's nothing better. Tear the flesh in your chest and now your shirt is sweater. Me and this wild wild together like we husband and wife. This gangsta shit ain't just a song, it's a way of life. We are.
Yellow tape and bloodshed, pussy niggas is dead. Hollow points, tip of lead, putting gaps through heads, that's what it be like. When the street lights get to flickering, niggas get to bickering, and slugs get to tickling. We them niggas that just don't ask. We take your cash, transplant or put your ass. Right hand to your left eye. Hey, Mr. Tough Guy, when slugs fly, I guarantee your shirt won't dry. In times of peace, my niggas playing wars. Stack dope, sit mowing, then we bang wars. We been through gang wars. We bout that green, we bout that murder scene. Pull a tool that's sure to leave your shoulders clean. Cause when it all goes down, I got that heat. You was slow on the drawing, now you worm me. Because we are in love.
Y'all niggas ain't shit but wannabes, it's love. But not for my fucking enemies, it's blood. For my niggas, I was shorty bleed my blood. For my niggas, I was shorty bleed. It's Gio, the same nigga that was ready for war, ready for fame and everything it had in store. And I ain't changed, I'm still on the block with my dog. Smoking weed, busting shells, leaving the block for the fall. For my niggas who didn't get to see me achieve. Some died over beef and some died over greed. I'm smoking weed, I'm trying to get rid of
that like button when y'all come up in here.
To continue my thing, I'm from the streets, and it's been a hard not life. I'm in it deep, and that's why I don't late nights. I don't sleep, and that's why I don't like lights. I hold heat, and that's why I won't blink twice.
Yeah, we're born to die. When it all goes down, nigga. When it all goes down, talk to me. Yes, sir. Fuck bitches and get high. When it all goes down, nigga. When it all goes down, talk to me. Bang me, bang me. My nigga Mac Love.
Why be the hood of
the no good.
Studio niggas down to the flow wood. Check the game, nigga, respect the name.
Yes, sir. This gotta be my favorite Wild Wild song.
And check the pain and leave you for the news to cover. Another victim of Mac Love, a wild motherfucker. Y'all ain't never seen a motherfucking street like me.
Yes, sir.
From the Midwest, bringing heat like me. So
what up, left third? Chief Friend 94, Crestline Iceberg.
Ride down the mother side to feel the pressure. A real thug from the streets, we do what we wanna do. Nigga, fuck the police, I'm the mouth of madness. Bringing the pain and the sadness, I be the baddest.
Y'all ready to do this?
Alpha and Omega, spitting raw from Thug Data. Dark is Darth Vader with the strength of the creator.
When I go high, okay, thanks, Easy. Take a little bit off, hopefully it'll be good. You always got my back watching out for me, man. I appreciate you. We was working on that audio earlier today. So yeah, definitely let me know, Easy. I just tweaked it a little bit, so hopefully it'll be good. When it all goes down, nigga. When it all goes down, talk to me. Y'all ready to do this? I'm already here tonight, baby. That's how good I'm feeling. Y'all know what it is. Put your hands together for your boy. Cause here I is. Hey. Yes, indeed. Here I is. Here I is. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Here I go. Well, here I go on another flow. And this is the Relationship Rehab Show. I'm gonna be talking about black and white tonight. I hope I don't piss nobody off, but it's alright. Cause if I do, I really don't give a shit. I'm gonna say what I wanna say, and that's it. I'm gonna talk the shit that I talk, speak the truth, and the walk that I walk, because I walk it like I talk it. I talk it like I walk it. I ain't the, what's the niggas called, the Migos, but I can damn sure walk it. I don't know, that's good enough. What up, people? Hey, alright. So, we done fooled around long enough. Let's go ahead and let's get it cracking. So, I came across this video, yes, and I said, well, isn't this something? And as I watched it, it was one of those things where I realized, I said, you know what? I kind of was like, man, I ain't talking about this shit. But then I said, no, I do need to talk about it. And the reason why I need to talk about it is what I think is gonna maybe rub some people the wrong way. But that's me, right? It is what it is. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and go to my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens
That's
to
right.
reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures,
that's right.
videotapes, or video discs under certain
Sheeta
circumstances
Cool
without
P, what's up?
authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting,
Yes, indeed.
teaching, and
What's up,
parody,
Quintina?
which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C.
All right, so I
107.
will say this though on tonight. What I'm asking for some of y'all is to let me know how the audio sounds, because I did some improvements, did some tweaks, added a few things here and there, and I want to know if it's better, because I know we've always had people, and even when I've noticed it too, I just didn't know how to fix it. But like when I do breakdowns, the video, I gotta like turn that way down because of my mic is not on the same level. So I installed the program. Actually, I had it installed before, but I actually redid it, got it in there, changed the settings. I really spent some time tweaking it, watched some videos on how to tweak it, and hopefully it's gonna be a little bit better, you know. So hey, I hear when people tell me, hey, your mic's too low. People be telling me turn the mic up and all that, and I be wanting to, but I know how important audio is, but sometimes I can't because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't want to mess it up. So hopefully this works. So y'all let me know how it sounds. All right, so here we go. But before, you know what? Hold on. I got to take a couple more minutes to acknowledge something. And this is something that's real personal, private, but I want to share it with y'all. The reason why I want to share it with y'all is because I think that I am not alone. And I want people to actually let me know if I am alone on this, or if there is a possibility that there are other people that may have experienced this as well. So, I don't know how to really say this, but I'm going to try to be as transparent as I possibly can. Oh, let me put the chat up. Y'all didn't even notice that the chat was there. See, I done peeped this shit before y'all. Okay, I got you, Easy. I'm going to see if I can go into my program because I think I might not have had something turned on that's supposed to be on. But I am going to be very, very transparent with you guys tonight. And this is something that I usually don't do on a personal level. I can be transparent, period, but personal. This is real personal. This is behind the veil personal. Okay? Y'all be ready. And like I said, I'm taking a chance. I'm stepping out on faith. That's all I'm doing, in hopes that somebody else will be able to say, man, you know what? Me too. And I don't know if that's possible or not. I don't know if that's the deal, but I definitely am going to step out on faith. So I know that a few months ago, probably about right around Christmas time, I was at a very, very, very personal, close, dear friend of mine. And I ain't gonna put them out there because I don't wanna, put them out there like that. I'm gonna put myself out there. But anyway, I was over at their house, had a great time, enjoyed myself thoroughly. But there came a time throughout the dinner, whatever, after the dinner, I'm chilling, and I had to use the bathroom. Yes, I ain't talking about I had to go and take a leak because my back teeth are floating. Like on here, y'all seen me, pause the camera a few times, and I run off to the bathroom, take a quick piss, wash my hands, come back. That's what I do. I've done it before. When I do a 3 or 4 hour show, it's more than likely gonna be a piss break. But this wasn't the case. I didn't have to do number one. I had to drop a deuce, y'all. I had to drop a deuce. Now, here's the thing about deuce dropping. You don't drop deuces everywhere. You just don't. You just don't drop a deuce everywhere you go. But in this particular instance, I not only had to drop a deuce, but I could not forego not dropping a deuce. The only good thing about it is that I was with really good friends. I'm talking, this is family, okay? I'm with family, all right? So I said, hey, I got to drop the deuce. I got to take the Browns to the Super Bowl. I got to drop the H-bomb. I got to fire off missiles, pinch off a loaf, whatever you call it. That's what I had to do, okay? So I'm like, hey, man, let me go do what I need to do. Get it out the way. Hey, hopefully it can be one of those, just basic deuce droppings, but you never know with a nigga like me. You never know. So I had to go drop this deuce. Now, everyone should know, unless you are in the comforts of your own home, when you're dropping a deuce, you have to go through what they call the drop and flush. You're not familiar with it? Look it up, Google it, whatever the case may be. Drop and flush. That means you drop a bomb, flush it. Drop a bomb, flush it. Now, drop and flush, it is a courtesy, which is also known as a courtesy flush. You do it. You just do it when you ain't at home. That's what it is. Now, when you at home, you want to drop a deuce, you want to leave the door open, that's on you. That's your house, it's your castle. You the king off up in there. But when you go to someone else's kingdom, you got to do a courtesy flush. Even when you're in the joint. When you're in jail, you're riding on chrome, you're sitting on the metal throne, you drop and flush. Or your celly just might shank your ass. Okay? That's what you do. In case you didn't know, if you ever go to jail, you ever get locked up, you got to do a bid, you go ahead and you drop and flush, do a courtesy flush, what you do. Okay? So, I already got my plan mapped out. And I'm like, let me go in here, let me drop flush. But when I get to the throne, I noticed something different. And there seemed to have been some type of contraption on the toilet. Not crap, contraption. So I'm looking at this thing, and in my mind, I said, what the fuck is this? And I look at it, size up, I said, holy shit. This is a bidet. Now, some of you don't know this. A bidet is basically a faucet for your ass, okay? What it does is it splashes some water up on your ass. They even say medically it is the best way to clean your ass. The best way as opposed to toilet paper, just smears the shit around. That's what they say. But problem being, I never used one before. So I'm like, God damn, I never used one of these. But I still see that there's toilet paper. So there we go. My tried and true, the old trusty is there. But nevertheless, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to the point to where I say, should I give this goddamn thing a whirl? I don't know. So I said, okay, we'll worry about that later. Let's get to the bomb dropping. So I get myself together, sit myself down, and commence to doing the thing. I know, Left Third, you're not that kind of guy. And I'm sitting there thinking about this. I'm like, man, and this is family now. I'm like, I ain't never heard of them mentioning that they use this. So maybe it's a private thing. And I said to myself, I'm not a bidet kind of guy. I never used one, only seen it in the movies. Well, maybe one or two hotels. But they were real fancy hotels. But I saw this bidet in there, and I'm sitting in there, and I'm doing my thing. I hit the courtesy flush, and I'm dropping, and I'm flushing, and I'm flushing, and I'm dropping. Got the fan on. But in the back of my mind, right back here, hey man, it's like the inner me said, and I said, huh? Nigga, we ain't never used the bidet. And I said, yeah, you right, inner me. Well, nigga, if you was ever to use one, now's the time. Because if you fuck up, you're still at family's house. I'm like, you right. So now I'm sitting there, and I've come to the decision to use the bidet. I said, fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. Let's take it to the stage. So I'm at the stage, and I'm looking at this contraption, and on the side of it, it got some little dials and switches and shit. So I'm like, okay, let me read this shit for real. Right? Not no nigga read, not no man skimming where you just say, oh, push that dead. No. I really read this shit. I was like, okay. Got the wash, settings, medium, low to high. So I saw all of this. And I said, here we go. If I was ever going to try one, now is the time. I put it to the test. Turned the dial. Oh, shit. It kind of made me feel uncomfortable at first, but it put me at ease. All in like a matter of 2 seconds. I was like, wait. Because my ass is exit only. This is kind of like flirting with my ass area. Like, you can't touch my ass area. I just don't. I'm not developed as a person to that type of stimulus. I can't. You don't touch it. Don't pitch. I ain't even got no ass. All right? Let alone my asshole. Nothing there. Don't touch it. It's a danger zone. It's like you just don't want to go there. Don't go around it. It's like the gas in Call of Duty. You just run away from it. Okay? So I'm sitting there and I turn a little dial and I'm like, whoa, wait, hey. Oh, hey, Jack. This is all right. I said, okay. Turn the thing off. Now, because I'm not a nasty motherfucker, I gotta check it out and make sure that the job was done. So I get the toilet paper, go down for the wipe, check the paper, and let me tell you motherfuckers something. When you wipe your ass, you need to check the toilet paper. Don't just wipe your ass and drop that shit in there. Reason being, because you never know if something's wrong with you. That's one of the places where you can see some shit. All right? Always look at when you got a cold or something, you spit, look at your spit, make sure it ain't green because you could possibly have pneumonia. But when you wipe your ass, you always need to check it. And I wiped my ass, and I said, the paper was just a little damp, but it was clean. I said, well, goddamn. I said, well, let me just double check it one more time. So I got it some more paper. I wiped it. I said, well, goddamn. My ass was clean. Now, normally, I'm a motherfucking 4, 5, 6 square using motherfucker per wipe. But this was so impressive. I said, wow, this goddamn thing works. So I came out celebrating like, hey, man, that motherfucking bidet thing, that shit is all right. Like, oh, yeah, we've been using that shit for the longest. I said, well, maybe some people don't talk about it. So that's why I said, I got to talk about it. Now, I don't know who in the chat has used a bidet before, and if Sheeta Cool P, you spelled it wrong. It's B-I-D-E-T. It's bidet. Bidet. But I'm telling y'all, Angry Man, I ain't using Scott's toilet paper. See, you talking about 6 square white. I said 6 to 8, first of all. You say I need to up my paper game. No, I don't. I use high quality toilet paper. See, now you niggas that use that Scott 1,000 sheets and all that shit, yeah, maybe y'all got to use 12 to 15. I don't. I use good quality toilet paper. Therefore, I don't have to use it that wrong. Yes. All right. Yes, I'm a Charmin Northern man. There we go. All right. I use the ultra, the really good shit, not just the basic Charmin. No. I use the high quality Charmin. Yes. Okay. All right. But I don't know who else has used it. And I kind of felt a little self-conscious about it. But I then said, well, let me look into purchasing one. And I went on to Amazon. Shout out to Amazon. And there were thousands, tens of thousands of people who've been buying these things and nobody's talking about it. I didn't know why. It's really a good tool to use to keep your ass clean. And I bought the fanciest one where you can hook the warm water, you can hook the hot water and the cold water up to it. It got the feminine wash setting where you can wash the feminine parts if you got, for the ladies out there. It also has the self-cleaning thing on it where, it cleans off the little things that come down. I'm telling you. And all the reason why I'm saying this is because I love y'all. Don't be afraid to invest in a bidet. Just go on Amazon. You'll see them. Buy yourself one and just hook it up in one of the toilets. Hook it up in the private toilet, the one that don't nobody use if you got a big house. And just try it in there. Tell me what you think. That's all. If everybody in here, because I see ain't nobody in the chat came and admitted it. If you ain't never used one, that's fine. Just try it. You got 30 days on Amazon to return it if you don't want it. Just try it, y'all. That's all I had to say. That's all I wanted to just bring to y'all. Because like I said, it's been on my heart and my mind for a while. And tonight, I just said, fuck it. I'm going to be transparent. That's all I'm saying. Angry Man said 3 to 4 square white. And I'm a fat boy for life. Hey, man. All I'm saying is I just, it is what it is. I know that this is not one of those things that everybody talk about. I'm just trying to tell y'all you can become a better version of your shitting self by trying this product. Be the best shitter you can be, okay? You ain't got to tell everybody. You just let me tell it. Share this video. Say, hey, man, watch this video, at least the first 10 minutes of it. Tell me what you think. And just try it out yourself, all right? There you go. All right, we good now. I got that off my chest. Now I can talk to y'all about this Breakfast Club shit. So let's go ahead and, as Big Mama would say, let's do this.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about a white man, a white gentleman that posted this on Instagram.
So a lot of people have been DMing me and asking me why I prefer black women. Let's break it down. If you see my account, you'll know the stuff I like to talk about. A lot of sociology. In my experience, I have better conversations about that with black women. That's because it affects them. It doesn't affect white women as much. They don't think about it. Also, black women don't have an issue with my friends. I've had multiple white girls be like, why do you hang out with so many black people? That's because black people don't ask me dumb questions like that. Black women seem to genuinely care and want me to do better. So I don't feel that comfortable around white people. I feel like black people laugh with me and white people laugh at me.
I love it.
Did y'all hear that shit? Now, my thing is this. Y'all know me. When it comes to black and white people dating each other, fucking each other, leaving each other, whatever the case may be, all I've always said is this. I don't see a problem with either side dating whatever. Whether you're black, dating white, dating black, man or woman, woman or man. My only problem with it is we try to take preference to another place of racism or self-love and all that kind of stuff. And my thing is this, if he likes black women, more power to you. More power to you, brother. Go ahead, enjoy that. My only thing is this, and this is why I said, now I need to talk about this. Because the question that I want to ask is, could a black man, I'm flipping the roles all the way around, could a black man make a post like this about white women and get on the Breakfast Club? I say no. And I think that's a problem. Because the only way that I think that a black man could make a video like this and get on Breakfast Club would be to be the donkey of the day. Hee-haw, hee-haw, that stupid shit they do. Yes. I don't think that it would be possible for a black man to make a video about why he liked to date white women and make it on the Breakfast Club other than to be the donkey of the day. The other point to that is this. I don't think that a white woman could make a video about why she only wants to date black men and wind up on the Breakfast Club except to be the donkey of the day. And I guess the fact that they're like celebrating this, I don't think it's the problem because I'm cool with it either way. My only issue is, why is it that we make it a thing to celebrate for black women and it's a thing to contest, contend, to shun, to cancel for black men? I don't understand why we're in that type of world to where when a black woman dates a white man, it's okay, it's wonderful, it's great, it's celebrated. But if a black man, especially a black man that has some type of status, and dates a white woman or any woman outside of his race, there's a problem. We can see time and time again where a black man, especially one that is a celebrity, has dated, married, or whatever the case may be, a woman that is not black, get talked about, booed, canceled, harassed. They get all types of vitriol when they do it. But when it's the other way around, they make plenty of excuses for it, and it's celebrated.
It is great. I think that improves race relations in America. You have that white man professing his love for black women, and I think anytime we can bring each other together, it is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
All right, well, let's go to the phone line and see if we can get some
Well, we're looking for white men who feel that same way.
Or white women.
And also white women who feel that way about black men are black women, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hey, what's your name, bro? You're David, right?
Hey. Yeah, this is David.
Hi,
Hey,
David.
David.
How are you, sir? You like your coffee
good.
black?
Now
huh?
listen to
How
this
is
shit.
everyone? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Why? Well, black women take care of their men better.
Yes, I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop it right there. Now, one thing, what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna sit here and tell a bunch of goddamn lies. All right? I'm not gonna let you do that. Now, you can say what you prefer. You can tell what they say. You can tell your truth, but goddamn it, I'm here to tell the truth. You ain't about to tell me that shit. Black women treat they men better. Let me tell you something. I'm about to say a true thing. You was popping back with Usher Boy U-Chain. Goddamn U-Chain. Look, we all know that that's not true. And my problem with that is when you're talking about generalizations, you have to have a good level of accuracy. Now, it ain't about, well, what about just the black women that you come in contact with? That's you and your choice. No, because I can say for the most part, most of the black women that I have known and that I have dated have been, for the most part, decent women. But as far as me knowing with all of the other motherfuckers that I've known out here and the other motherfuckers that I know that have dealt with black women, that is not a true statement. That's just what his experience is. Yeah, but when you're speaking in general, then that's what I'm disputing. Because if he was to say, well, you know, for me personally, then I get it. But he's not saying that. He's just saying black women treat their men better. And that's a bunch of bullshit. The reason why? Because if they were, they would not be the least married. Fact. Call me a hater, call me whatever you want, but you can't call me a lie, because that shit there is true. Fact. That's a fact. That's a numerical. We're talking about empirical data. Is it empirical or imperial? It's empirical data. Yes. The numbers show it. God damn it.
My current wife, I've been married for 3 years.
And here's the thing too, empirical. Thank you. Your ass talking about you only been married for 3 years, nigga. You just getting warmed up. Talk to me. Talk to me in 10. Talk to me in 8. Talk to me in 5. Cause right now, it shit still new. That real bitch ain't showed up yet. He ain't showed up yet, nigga. You just wait, good sir. No, but I'm just saying that really don't matter, I guess, just for the most part. But in just all actuality, it's like you have to acknowledge what the numbers are and that we are the least married. We just are. Our women are the least married. They are. They love the idea of a wedding. They love the planning of a wedding. They love to have their day. But as far as sticking and staying and being wives and taking care of their husbands, them motherfuckers ain't there for the full ride. I'm just telling you. That's just what it is.
I think I had a chance with her, but she saw potential in me, and she inspired me to do better. And I done better.
Yes, we will clean you up.
Yes, we will clean you up. And why does Angela Yee think she black? This bitch ain't black. I don't know why she thinks she is. She is not. She may have a lot of black women tendencies. She may be a bit of a whore, but that don't make you black just because you hang around niggas and the fact that you talk like niggas and try to be cool like niggas. You're not black. Stop saying it. I don't know why black women be cool with it, but you ain't black. That's just like us saying Jesse Williams is white. I mean, it's black. Jesse Williams ain't black. We need to stop saying that shit. Jesse Williams, you're not Jesse. Look, sir, you're not black. You're not. I'm sorry, sir, you're not. Sean King, here's another message for you. They've been letting you smoke the black peace pipe a long time, and you think you part of the tribe too. No, sir. Sean King, you're not black. You know black people. You try to hang around them. You keep your hair cut like you're short like a nigga. But Sean King, you are not black, sir. Stop saying it. Stop trying to claim it. That is not you. You are not black. But you're black. No, you're not black. All right? Just stop it. Just stop it. Somebody please hashtag or tag, share this to Jesse Williams and to Sean King and let them know they're not black. Kamala Harris, she's another one. You're not black. You're not. Neither one of your parents ain't even from America. You're not black. You're just not. I don't know why you want to be. I don't know. I guess it's cool for you, but you're not black. You're just not. Easy, you say, I think if your father is black, you're black. How? How can you live? I gotta give you the, I gotta use my brother Tommy Sotomayor. I gotta use his perfect analogy for this. If you mix green and blue, yellow and blue, what do you get? What is the color that you get? Y'all remember the little Glad Ziploc commercial? Yellow and blue makes green. That's how you know that the Ziploc bag has been sealed. You put both of the colors together, you drag your fingers across it, and when it makes a green seal, that way you know the bag is sealed. Yes, you're right. But yellow and blue make green. It's a totally different color. You're biracial. You're biracial, girl. You're biracial. I love you, biracial girl. I would play that song, but they strike me for it. They give me a copyright. But that's what it is. And it's not a bad thing. And it's not to where you don't belong. You're just biracial. That's it. That's just it. Sometimes you may look more like the other one. It's just like how some foreign people or people that are from different races look like another race. You can be just like you when people say South Africa. What do you think of when you think of South Africa? You think of a black motherfucker. However, technically, a person who's South African, very good chance that they're white. Blonde hair, blue eyes. They're from South Africa. When you talk about people, there are a lot of people that are Spanish that look like white people. They just do. Don't y'all remember when there are a lot of white people that will try to act and look like they Spanish? Just like, what's the dude named the Baldwin dude? Alec Baldwin's wife was going around telling people that she was like Nicaraguan or some shit like that, or Colombian or some shit. They're like, bitch, you white as snow. You whiter than Snow White, actually. So it's like it's not that you're not one or the other. You're just different. You are both. Tiger Woods ain't black. Tiger Woods is biracial. He's black and he's Asian. Blackasian. That's all. And the only reason why it's like you need to look at it and just say, hey, there are certain features that you may have to where you may look more like one or the other, but technically, you are literally biracial. That's it. That's it and that's all. If I had a kid with an Asian woman, I'd probably get shot by my wife and be dead, but my kid, if he should make it into this world, would be biracial. That's just it. It's just it. It's not one or the other. We can't just say you're one or the other. No. When you mix two things that are the same, you get the same. When you mix two things that are different, you get something different. That's it. It is what it is.
Credit score. We bought a house together.
He says she improved his credit score. Now, what this tells me, because I'm not saying that that's not true, what this tells me is that this is a, shall I say, low value. This is a low value white man. If you got a black woman improving your credit score, then hey, nigga, I get it. You came up. You a low value asset, nigga. I get it. I totally get it. That's what it is. I ain't knocking that. Anybody can do that for you. It don't necessarily mean that you better. Black women are better at doing it, or white women. Nope. This just means that you are not too far from, or recently have upgraded from, the trailer park of white folk, which is okay. I get it. You like what you like and you love what you love. So I understand that. Yes. You found a black woman that was desperately in search of a white man, and you came across at the right time, and she took you in, she cleaned you up, she dusted you off, and got you together. I get it. But we know that that's not the standard.
I got
Wow.
kids with
A
her.
black woman improving a white man's credit score. Drop one of Clues bombs for God.
Exactly. That lets you know Charlemagne didn't even believe that shit, but he's so busy simping in the situation to say, yes, girl, this is what it is, girl. I'm gonna make the black women feel good, girl. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Do you hear me? Only God in the form of a black woman can do that.
She's showing the path to a better life.
Easy, you right. He's not just a master simp. He is one of the simp generals of our generation. Look at him. Just look at his face. He's a general simp. He's commanding 4 battalions of simps right now. He really is. He's a simp general, this motherfucker.
My brother.
All right. Well, thank you, man.
Now he's
With
his
you,
brother.
David. My brother, I'll stop you when you stop telling the truth. You ain't told a lie yet, David.
All right. Thank you, brother.
You know, we love a good fixer.
We love a good fixer-upper. Look at how he didn't even realize it, but she just sneak dissed his ass. We really love a good fixer-upper. You bitch, you ain't even back. Shut your mouth. You industry whore, you shut your mouth. You love a really good fixer-upper.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name's Angie. I'm from Queens.
Hey, Angie from Queens.
Now, Angie, you black?
I'm white.
Oh. Well, that's that crowd. Oh, I hear Queens. Can't tell.
What part of Queens you from?
I'm from East Elmhurst, New York.
Okay, I thought you were going to say High Beach. All right, now, you like black men only?
Yeah, I do. I feel like because I grew up in a predominantly black and Hispanic neighborhood, I had all black friends growing up. Like, I just never thought twice about it. That's what I'm attracted to. I've actually never even dated a white man before.
This is beautiful. We are bringing people together this morning, and I really feel like anytime, especially in these difficult times that we're in when it comes to race, we can bring people together. This is a beautiful thing. I am happy to hear this. These white people professing their love for their black booze.
My son is black. He's half black, so.
Well, I mean, that's how it works if you got a black baby daddy.
Right. She even
Exactly.
corrected herself.
Yeah. What's his name?
Well, thank you, mama.
Thank you.
What's his name? Shout out your baby daddy and your son.
My son's name is Zayden. My baby daddy's name is Lamar.
There you go.
All
And,
right.
and his name Lamar. That's
Lamar's
beautiful.
a black name.
What?
Okay, Chloe.
Lamar, Jamal, Tyrone. That's the blackest you gonna get.
Hello, who's this?
Now, did you notice something? This is why I let that little part play. Did you notice who was quiet during that whole phone call? Did you notice anybody who was just running their mouth a second ago? Now they was just quiet as a church mouse. Thank you, Noah. Miss Yee, she had shit to say to her. Because she's so motherfucking delusional in her head. She like, now this bitch got her a black man. I don't understand why it is so I don't know what the problem is. It's like such a high level of jealousy, animosity, whatever the case may be, where a black woman will cheer and applaud a white man with a black woman. She all good with that. Yes, girl. Yes, you're finally a princess. A princess has found her prince. You now have your knight in shining armor, girl. Yes, girl. Go ahead, girl. I see you, girl. I'm so happy for you. But then the minute it's a white woman digging on a black dude, that bitch is quiet. That bitch in her mind, she's sitting there like, She probably like, move on to the next call. Get this bitch off the air. Get this bitch off. And she got kids with this nigga too. And they married. Get the fuck off the air with this bitch. I don't understand it, man. It's just it's too much. I just don't understand why that animosity is there. I just don't. Oh my goodness.
Aaron, what's up, Aaron?
What's up, fellas?
Aaron, all right, now come on now, slow it down.
You've been around black people too long, Aaron. What's up, son?
What's up, fellas? No, he said fellas because you can't say niggas. What's up, fellas? Where you from?
I think it's a generational thing. I'm originally from the West Coast, so we mixed a little bit more over there. I know on the East Coast you guys are a little bit more separate. But the thing is that my generation, I graduated in 90, I'm 48. I think my generation, it was taboo for so long that in my generation, the white girls were looking for black guys, and the white boys were looking for black girls, and that's just how it was where I grew up.
Okay.
So you got a black boo now?
For Mike. They was looking for him. Looking to fuck. That's about it. That's all they was looking for. I don't know if you from Cali or wherever the hell you from out west. All they was doing, they was looking for him when y'all was younger, looking to fuck. And that's it. That's it, and that's all.
I was married to a black woman for a little bit, for a minute.
What happened? What happened? Where did it go wrong?
What happened? We just weren't compatible, but she was a good woman. I ain't got nothing negative to say about her.
So your next babe, you want her to be black too?
So the last girl I was with was Afro-Peruvian. So
now what the fuck is that? Afro-Peruvian. I just don't know.
Oh, she was like a unicorn. She was Latina and black. So I was trying to get all them.
That's not a unicorn.
A unicorn is a lot.
Afro Latinos out here. Hello,
Aaron?
So that Afro-Peruvian is Latino and black. I don't know how that's a unicorn too, but I've never heard of that shit. I've never heard of I'm Afro-Peruvian. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Hell, I just recently stopped calling myself Afro-American. God damn it. It's like this shit makes no sense. It just don't. It's like, they just making up some shit. Like, I'm Afro-Aztec. What, bitch? I'm Afro-Aztec. Yes. From that's what it is. I am. Mm-hmm. Afro-Aztec? Motherfucker, what the fuck is that? It's like, I don't know, but whatever.
Hung up.
Aaron?
Oh.
Hello?
Say, man, I'm losing you guys.
No, we good. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm Afro-Irish.
You want a black woman, and that's beautiful because
No, I don't discriminate. It's all pink in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But it's like.
All right, Aaron. All right.
Women for
Look,
women.
they gonna get rid of his ass
Let's
now.
not hang up on the man.
All right.
Man ain't tell a lie.
DJ Envy is gotta be just what and let me tell you something. I ain't got nothing against DJ Envy. I really don't. Hell, I ain't got nothing against neither one of these motherfuckers because I don't know them. But he reminds me of the dude in high school that really didn't have no personality, but just because his parents had money, he just had shit. And he's light-skinned, so the hoes would just like him just because he had shit. I mean, can't be in a room and be funny, can't have no conversation or nothing. He's just that guy that's just there And like back in the 90s, he'd be the guy driving. He got a Nissan Maxima with a sunroof and got a snatch out radio. Had the keys hanging from the snatch out. So all the bitches know he got a car. He just seems like that guy. I don't know. I guess I would say this. Out of all three of them, Angela Yee and Charlamagne have the most personality. Envy has no personality. He is literally just a dude that just be there like, hey, it's DJ N. The only thing I ever hear him say that's of any substance is when he says, hey, it's DJ Envy. I don't remember shit else he say. I just don't. Tell me the quotable, tell me the thing that he said that you really liked or the thing that really pissed you off. You can't tell me none of it that Envy has said. He is just a person who like, what he called it light skin talk. Yes, he has no value. He don't bring shit to the table. He's just there. Like, Angela Yee, at least even though she's a whore, she has her own shit that she talks. She speaks for the whores, the slut walks and all that shit. She's that type of chick. She like them. But this nigga, he never says nothing. That's like, damn. That I get what he's saying. That shit was kind of deep. I can't know. I ain't gonna even hate on Zoe Williams. Zoe Williams, he got his own shit, but he will say some shit that will at least make you think or will at least provoke thought. Not necessarily on the 5150 show, because I just had to stop watching that shit because they don't really do shit on there, but just talk shit. But on his show, he can have a topic and he can speak to that topic. He actually can. He actually can. He's not funny. No, he's not. But he can actually bring some type of substance to a conversation. I ain't gonna hate on him and say that he can't. I ain't gonna do that. But this nigga Envy, he never has nothing impactful to say. Never. Ever. Just send me his quotable if you watching this and just say so. Right. Zoe Williams, he'll say that bullshit. Go deeper. He'll say that stupid shit. But at least he can create a topic or speak on a subject and have at least a valid point to where you can say, oh, okay, he added some value to the discussion. Envy never does that. He never does that. He is literally just, I tell you what, you could replace DJ Envy with any other fucking DJ and you wouldn't know the difference. You would not know the difference. Take out DJ Envy and put in Kid Capri. Tell me if it's a difference. Just entertain that for a second. If you take out DJ Envy and you put in Kid Capri, would it be different? Right. You put in DJ Khaled. Is it a difference? It's like, no, nigga. Now, DJ Khaled probably a better DJ than this nigga is, but you ain't gonna notice no difference. You are not gonna notice a difference. I'm just saying.
It is all pink in the middle.
800-585-1051.
Now, should you be looking for more than that? Yes, but it is all pink in the middle.
If you are Caucasian and you prefer black women or black men,
if it's not pink in the middle, something's wrong, guys.
We'd love to talk to you.
All right.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Yeah, so we're asking 800-585-1051.
Oh, man.
People that prefer black men or black women.
Yeah, because, I mean, anytime we can improve race relations in America, we should. And, you know, this is one of those times. I love this. This is beautiful.
Yeah, you're right, Easy.
Hello,
Khaled
who's
is
this?
at least funny in some moments. Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name, bro?
Chris.
Chris, do you prefer black women, Chris, or black men?
Yeah, I prefer a black woman.
Okay, tell us why, Chris.
It just seems like they're more passionate. They're easier to talk to. I always kind of always prefer black women over white.
You got a girlfriend now, black?
They're easier to talk to and more passion. Now, passion, I don't know. That can be confused with anger from my perspective, but that's cool. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you the passionate. I'm going to give you that. That's fine. Because I would say that because for the most part, most black women are the balance of emotion versus logic. They're over emotional. So I would say that it would be perceived as having more passion than other groups of races of women. Yes, so I'm gonna say that. I definitely am gonna say that. But when this other part,
she's actually kind of always preferred black women over white.
You got a girlfriend now, Black Bay?
Yeah, she's like they're more passionate. They're easier to talk to. I always
now that other part easier to talk to. No, nigga, you talking about getting their number because you white and they down to fuck. Yeah, I get you on that. They down to fuck, but easier to talk to, as in conversation, rationalizing. No fucking way. No fucking way. Nope. You at a club and her song is on. Yes, it's easier to talk to her when that's happening. You at the bar and you got some money and you flaunting it. Yes, it's easier to talk to in that moment. But it's you talking about politics. You trying to discuss something about some world issues. You trying to get some shit figured out because you got a problem, or she's asking you some questions and you trying to rationalize with her. Nope. Number one, they don't have a healthy command of the English language. And number two, they most of the time didn't give a fuck what you talking about. How's it gonna be easier to talk to a bitch that be like, look, nigga, you got me fucked up. Nigga, you don't know me like that. Bitch, just cause we fuck don't mean that we together. Nigga, you a bum. You dirty. You is a loser, nigga. I finessed you, nigga. Nigga, you got finesse, nigga. My baby daddy getting out in 2 months anyway, nigga. I give no fuck, bitch. That ain't no motherfucker easier to talk to. Bitch, me and my 5 kids are straight, nigga. Fuck you mean? Got me fucked up in here. That ain't no easy to talk to, bitch. No, nigga. And survey said, and you ain't getting no love on now. I'm sorry, my man, but you ain't getting no love on that. We asked 100 million. And the top 5 reasons why you would date a black woman. Because they're easier to talk to. Survey said. Good answer. I'ma start doing that shit. When a motherfucker say some shit that ain't true, we gonna take that shit to the feud and we gonna look at that survey and see what the survey said. I'm gonna get that damn X. I'm getting that X sound effect, goddammit. We gonna start doing that when a motherfucker say some shit that ain't true. He gonna take it to the survey. Yes.
Kind of always prefer black women over white.
Oh,
you got a girlfriend now, Black Bay?
Yeah, she's actually mixed, but yeah, she's black.
What's her name?
She's mixed.
Marissa.
Profess your love for your queen right now, Chris.
Now, because her name is Marissa, I can tell your ass this. She got a black daddy and a white mama. Cause a white mama gonna name their kid Marissa, Melissa, Maribel. If it was a black woman and a white man, that bitch name wouldn't have been Marissa. It would have been Marquita. It would have been Marquisha. Not Marquisha, Marquisha. That's what it would have been if it was that way. So I already know what this is. That's white mama, black daddy. That's what that is. You can tell by the name. Ain't no black women naming their kids Marissa. It's not happening.
And I need some passion.
Yeah, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. I love you, and I hope that we stay together and we can live this life thing out.
That is amazing,
All
Chris.
right, well,
Round of
thank you.
applause for Chris,
Thank you,
man.
my
Look, this is beautiful. All these white people professing their love for their black women and black men.
And this is why this is bullshit. The fact that you're doing this lets you know that this is some fuckery. Why would you need to have a segment of white men and white women professing their love for dating or being with black men or black women? There should be a need for this.
Amazing.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Yolanda.
Hey,
Yolanda.
Yolanda. Now, are you prefer black men or black women?
I date both.
Now, what are you, Yolanda? First of all, what are you?
I am black.
Okay, all right, okay.
Okay.
Motherfucker, her name is Yolanda. What the fuck other race she gonna be? How many white Yolandas do y'all know? I'll wait. Tell me if there's a white woman in the chat whose name is Yolanda. Please drop a 1 or a 5 or something in the chat. Better yet, if there's a white woman that knows another white woman named Yolanda, please just say, hey, I know one. So, come on, man. You know, good goddamn well, ain't no white woman named Yolanda. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know why he had to ask. Okay? Right, Alexandra, you look to be white from your picture. You ain't met a white woman named Yolanda yet, and you've been white all your life. There you go. So yes, just a word to the wise. That's that. Oh, I don't want to assume and think that it's something. Nope, motherfucker. Assume that. Ain't no motherfucker white. Oh, honey, what are we gonna name her? I said we name her Yolanda. Bitch, not my white daughter. You better name her Beth or Rebecca or some shit like that. Mary Jo. Shit.
It's the future purpose of the
white guy. He tends to focus a little bit more on me.
Yolanda, we don't want to hear this morning. You're messing up the groove. We're sorry. We don't want to hear from you this morning, Yolanda.
Wow.
All right? That was not the point of this. We asked for white people to call up here and profess their love for black people. Okay? We'll do
Lindsay,
black women who love white men.
Karen.
All right? And it won't be next month. All right?
Oh, man.
Hello, who's this?
Nicole.
Nicole, are you Caucasian?
White.
Yes, I am.
And you prefer black men or black women?
Black men.
Why?
Well, I'm married to one, and if we have 2 kids together.
Ooh, you even sound like a black woman.
You hear that shit? What that black chick say? Well, you know, I done dated a couple of white guys before. Oh, bitch, we don't want to hear from you no way because it's supposed to be white folks who dating and with black folks. What did the white guy say? I hope we can stay together. That other black woman? Oh, I'm married. I've been married for 3 years with my black man. What that black dude? Yeah, you know, I've been dating him for a while now. You know, we've been getting along. We've been together for 3 years and shit, you know. I'm just saying, you see the odds, nigga.
So why do you prefer black men?
I feel like white guys just boring. I tried it, just can't.
So you don't like a lot of mayonnaise on your sandwich is what you're saying?
Exactly. No mayonnaise at all.
True indeed, Nicole. How long you been with Bay?
Probably going on 5 years now.
Ooh, best love of your life that black king is, huh?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
How do your parents feel about it?
They love him.
They love him.
Veterinarian. So we're doing good.
Man, salute to you.
Thank you, Mama.
This is beautiful. Do you feel all this love in the air?
Hello, who's this?
All of this unity?
Nigga, I swear to God, they could do this show without envy. I swear to God, I don't even know he's there. Like until he say something, I'd be like, oh shit, he's there. At least in my mind, I'm like, I wonder if Angela Yee gonna say some dumb shit. But again, let me also point out the fact, or as Claire Huxtable would say, let the record show or the record reflect that Angela Yee ain't said shit when these white women get on here talking about the black men they with and married to. She ain't said shit.
This is Shannon.
What's your name?
My name is Shannon.
Shannon?
Yeah, that's right.
Shannon, what are you, sir? Race-wise.
I'm a white male from London.
Oh, a white man from London.
Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
All right. Do you prefer black women or black men?
Yeah, nah, women.
And why is Envy opening up the gay door? He's done that like 2 or 3 times. He's opened up the gay door. Do you prefer black women or black men? Like, hey man, let him tell you that. I guess.
Women, let's not go there.
You foresight.
I gotta ask. I can't assume. But why?
I wonder, besides the color, what else?
There's no reason, really. I met my wife in college probably 10 years ago. Yeah, coming up to 10 years.
What HBCU did you go to, bloke?
No. I went to a small college in Kansas. Don't ask me how I got there. It's the smallest.
So it's like, I guess with Angela, I'm gonna answer your question too, you foresight. Angela, what she's there for is she is that far left, do whatever the fuck comes to mind, no moral compass, no values, whatever the fuck feel good, chasing that you gotta do to chase the bag, do it. That's her. That's what she represents. She represents the majority of the young women of color in her age. She ain't believing in family, ain't believing in marriage, and ain't believe she like go out, fuck whoever you want to fuck, have however many abortions you want to have, kill them babies when they born. I don't give a fuck. Just do whatever makes you feel good, girl. That's the kind of woman that she is, and that's what she represents on the show. That's what she brings. She brings that no responsibility, no accountability, just be a woman and do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's why she's there. So I at least get that. I get that whole point. Charlemagne, he tries to kind of make some sense sometimes, but he will never go too far and make a point and stand on it as a man, damn near, let alone be in any shape, form, or fashion, being conservative or being any type of just talking about responsibility and accountability. He ain't for that shit. He'll ask a question, but he won't take the position. He won't take the stand and say, nah, that shit is wrong. This is the shit that is fucking shit up. He won't do that. He's not that guy. He's just not that guy. And Envy, I don't know. He's just there.
Most country redneck town I've ever been to in my life.
And you met a beautiful black queen on that campus. What's her name?
Her name is Amber.
Tell me how y'all first grew in love, man. Tell me, my brother.
Well, she asked me. She just said she turned around to me one day and said, "Hey, can you say hey baby?" Because obviously the accent, and then it just went from there.
Hey baby. Hey baby.
Yeah.
And you've been with baby ever since.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe that's across the pond type
I think
of thing.
the thing with black women that I've experienced, they put you in line, and men need that. Men need a strong woman to put you in line, and I appreciate it for that because she definitely.
Now, if that ain't no cook simp shit, I don't know what the fuck is. That is true for all beta males and for all cooks. They do need a woman to put them in line, whether she's black, white, Asian, whatever, Hispanic. That's what they prefer. But alpha men, we don't want that shit. We don't need that shit. So if you one of them B or C males, then yes, right up your alley. You need you a good, belligerent, loud, rude, aggressive, manly, shit-talking black woman in your life. You do. You do need that. I get it, man. Everybody has their needs. That's what you need. I get it.
That is very true. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you for appreciating the queens.
Appreciate you for appreciating the queens. How can you have that many queens with the fewest amount of kingdoms? How can you just have that many queens in one area? in one place, on one continent. It's impossible to have that many queens. It's just impossible. I just don't get it. And queen of what? These women have no country. They have no countrymen. They have no peasants. They have nothing. They don't even have castles. Yet they are queens? I think not, good sir.
All right, take it easy.
Say bye, baby.
All right, bye, baby.
That shit's stupid.
Oh, God.
And they turn you on. You don't like that?
I mean, he is a white guy.
I don't care what nobody say. That nigga there, he's a switch hitter. I'll tell you right now, because that nigga, he's forever saying or alluding to some gay shit. I don't care what nobody say. I never will put myself in a situation where I'm alone with Charlemagne. Don't you ever do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. That nigga there, he's suspect. I'm just saying. And I ain't just talking about, they ain't got shit to do with the way he look. I can just all of the time on the show, he's alluding to something to where if he ain't been tried, he wants to be tried. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
He's interested in the black guy.
Bye,
Okay.
baby.
All right.
Bye, baby.
What's wrong with you, yo? You kinky this morning, man. What's the moral of the story?
He
The
said
moral of the
Adidas
story is
touched
anytime
those
you
lips.
can improve
I
race
don't
relations
know,
in America,
but
you should, especially being
if
because
they
race
ain't,
relations are
he's
trash
saying
right now in America. I mean, they always have been, but you know they're really bad right now. And I love to hear white people professing their love for black folks.
All right, now we got rumors on the way.
Yes, and we'll
but-
talk about somebody who actually had to have a baby during this pandemic, and she's talking about how she had to put on a mask while she was giving birth.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club.
Okay, there we go. So let me go back and answer this question. Where was it? There we go. I wonder, besides the color, what else is that what attracts you and what keeps you in the relationship? So I guess what this person is asking, aside from the color thing. So here's the thing, and here's what I'm going to say in just all fairness on both sides of this. When you're talking about your preference, when you're talking about what your flavor is or what you like or whatever the case may be, that is just the initial piece to it. However, and this is what is one of those things that a lot of people don't talk about or acknowledge or want to, give credit to. It's not just the look. Because here's why I say that. That whole thing of you just want you a Becky with blonde hair and blue eyes, and it ain't just that. Because if it was, then you wouldn't be seeing black dudes with fat, ugly white women. You wouldn't see it. You would not see it. You wouldn't see the fat, ugly white woman with the skinny built man that's with her, or the thin guy that's with her. You wouldn't see it. You just wouldn't see it. It's the other stuff. And what I mean by that is, number one, first and foremost, like it's always been said for decades, the attitude, the character, the respect, knowing your position. And here's my thing: when people hear about position, play your position. Yes, you should be in your position. See, you trying to make me be submissive and all. Listen, we all submit to something or someone at some point in our life. But the other part to that is it's being okay in your position, knowing I'm the girl, I'm the woman, I'm the wife. Knowing that and being okay with it. Not trying to be an ambitious motherfucker and say, no, I want to be in your spot. I want to call the shots. I want to do this. I want to do that. It's knowing how to play your position and wanting to play your position. Everybody can't be Michael Jordan. Everybody can't be Scottie Pippen. Everybody can't be a Dennis Rodman. You just can't. Now, are those people important? Yes. But so are the Judge Bushlers. So are the Steve Kerrs. You notice I'm naming white folks. So are the Steve Kerrs. So are the Bill Winningtons. So are the Tony Kukocs. So are the Luke Longleys. Playing your role in your position, it don't make you no less of a man or a woman. It makes you a better team player. In case you haven't noticed, a relationship, it's about a team. It's about a team. And on a team, you have positions. When the positions are being played properly, you win. When people aren't playing their positions properly, you lose. That's why you have a bunch of arguing, a bunch of fighting, a bunch of shit talking, a bunch of mistreatment, abuse, whatever the case may be. That's what it is. Playing your position and knowing what position that is, and not just playing it, but being okay to play it. That's what matters. That's what makes the difference. Because when you're in a position to where, hey, I got a person that's on my team that not only plays their position, but loves to play that position. May not get as much attention to everyone else as I do, but because this person plays this position so well and does it willingly, it makes this person even more valuable to me. Just like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen was invaluable to Mike. If there wasn't no Scottie, Mike wouldn't have had them rings. If it wasn't for Horace Grant, Mike wouldn't have had them rings. If it wasn't for Dennis Rodman, Mike wouldn't have had them rings. But because Scottie played the position and did the rest of the work that Mike could have done, but was so much better because he didn't have to do it, that's what made them a championship team. See, they were winning when it was just Mike. The Bulls were winning, but they weren't champions until Scottie stepped up into his position and fully played to the maximum potential, his maximum potential. That's the difference. When black women talk about, well, I don't know, be no weak bitch, I ain't gonna be no what. There is not a thing, there's nothing that I've ever seen written that says there's weakness in silence. I've never seen it anywhere written where it says there's weakness in submission. I've never seen that. If you can, and please, if you've seen it, show it to me. There is no weakness in submission. There just isn't. There is no weakness in silence. There is no weakness in any of that. It's about saying, playing that team, being in that position that you are being in and actually being good at it, wanting to do it. Not doing it because he got money, not doing it because you ain't got nowhere to fucking live, not doing it because you ain't got no fucking food, not doing it because you got 9 kids by 10 daddies. I don't know how that happens, but they do it. That's not what it is. It's about saying, can you play this position and play it well enough to where we are a championship team? Not just getting a win here and there, not just being able to upset a team every now and again, but to actually be a championship caliber team. That's what it is. That's the difference. And because of the society we are in now, it's become a thing to where it's a knock. It's a bad thing. It's frowned upon for a woman to be a stay-at-home mom. For a woman to raise the kids at home. They want you to go to work and leave your kids at a daycare. They want you to be out in the world pursuing your career while your kids are being taught by the TV, by Disney, and by the internet. They made that very thing that was actually one of the cornerstones of a strong, prosperous family. They made that thing, that position, to be looked at as a position of weakness, when it is actually one of the strongest positions in a family. Right. Don't be a housewife get a maid. Don't be a housewife, get a nanny. How often do you hear women saying, not that I would like to stay at home with my children, but actually saying, no, I'm going to be home with my kids. So they're old enough to actually start going to middle school or whatever the case, I'm going to be at home with my kids. Or I want to be at home with my kids. Or I'm working a job so that I can actually be off and be at home to be with my kids. How often do you hear that? Because I don't. You don't hear that being a desire that most women have today. You just don't. But family-oriented women, that is one of the things that they do. That is one of the things that they do. See, just like what Sko just said, and I know he was just being funny. He says, why get a wife? Get a hooker, it's cheaper. But here's the thing. When you're talking about getting a wife versus a hooker, okay? When you want to have children, when you're talking about your legacy, when you're talking about building a family, when you're talking about building a legacy, it's not that you want a wife or you prefer a hooker, it's that you need a wife. You just need a wife who knows what being a wife is, what it means, and what that position entails. Because just like you just said, get a hooker is cheaper, you got somebody else who says, I want to change diapers. You got Alexandra who says, I want to change diapers and breastfeed. Baby attached to me all day. If I'm trying to raise a family, if I want a legacy, do I want a hooker taking care of my kids? Do I want a nanny taking care of my kids? Or do I want a woman who wants to change diapers and breastfeed and be attached to my child all day? Just something to think about. Just something to think about. When you're talking about those things that really matter the most, because when you do have kids, if you ain't got kids now, I get it. But when you actually have a kid, what's the most important thing? A bitch with a fat booty that can put on a tight ass motherfucking dress and go to the club with you and have all the niggas saying, damn, she got a pep on, Joe. Look at that bottom, nigga. What's the most important thing? Is that what's most important? Or would you rather have a woman with a flat ass, some sweats on, that's going to be home taking care of your kid? No makeup, no weed. Just saying. I want both. Well, you're a daisy if you do, as Doc Holliday would say. But in all reality, how many can find both? Because all of the ones that may find one that has the other, what are you still doing? You still wanting the other. Because you don't understand the true value in one versus the other. Now, when you ain't got no kids, why wouldn't you value the bodied up woman? But when you're trying to build a family and you want to have children, you would value the other. Just like a fucking car. If I'm gonna buy a fucking 2-seater fucking that old, what's that old Corvette that's only a 2-seater, like ain't no backseat. That's great if it's just me by myself speeding down the fucking highway. But if I want to have children, why in the fuck would I buy that car that literally only has 2 seats when I got a wife and 2 kids and not have an alternative? I guess now we're talking about multiple spouses, but that's a whole different conversation. But just think about that. You have to look at what's most valued. And here's where we fuck up. We've come to value the superficial shit. The fake tits, the fake ass. The fake hair. That fucking sew in. We've come to value that more than we value attitude, personality, submissiveness, being able to cook, clean, maintain a house, decorate a house, educate children. That's what we've come to value compared to what's really going to help us have a family. Being married before we have children. We don't value that shit no more. You got women now that would rather have a baby by a motherfucker they don't know than to get married and live with a person before they have children. Just saying. Boom, you hear that? Stay at home mom for 16 years. My husband is an all true man. All true man. All right, Alex. Alexander O'Neill. He said that if he ever needs help providing for his family, he'll let me know. How many of those do we know? How many women know women like that? And they ain't got to be married for 16 years, just maybe 6. Maybe 16 months. Fuck it, I'll take 16 months. How many women know women that are like that? How many women actually want that? How many women know women that want that? Now, yeah, you may want it if your husband's a professional football player, or he's a professional, athlete, or he got money, or he rich. Yeah, I stay at home and have his kid. Yeah, you do that shit then. But I'm talking about the everyday woman. You got a job, he got a job, but that's your desire. Non-existent. Non-existent. That's all I'm saying. Another thing I came across in just looking at this, and this was something that I wanted to actually just read real quick, because actually I got this other video that I saw, and it really, really, really tripped me out. So let's check this out. I don't know, because I kind of saw mixed messages about this, but they said that Ice-T wrote or said something in an interview once about 10 reasons why black men choose white women. And this kind of leads into what I was just talking about. And I don't know if this is all true, but I guess we can just listen to it. Because one of the things that I saw was another general of the Simps come forward, this motherfucker right here, and he actually spoke against this. This nigga here, man, he's impossible. It's like he is just insisting on just whatever women want to do, I'm with it. Whatever the black women want to do, you say you want to kill half the country, I'm with it. You should do it because that's what they need. That's just what they did. This nigga is a simp general. He is definitely one. Him and Charlemagne, they are generals. Yes. Yes, indeed. So let's just hear what he said. So, hey, well, let me go through the list first. So Ice-T says, number 1, white girls can get their hair wet. It's summertime. Who wants to be at the pool with a girl who only concern is not getting her weave wet? White girls just jump in the pool without any care. That's true. It is what it is. Now, for some people, that may not be important. And the reason why I say that is because most black people ain't really big swimmers no way. Now, me, I'm a fucking fish. I love to swim. I love to be in the water, whether it's a jacuzzi or whether it's an Olympic-sized pool. I love being in the water. I just do. But this is just one of those things to where when you talk about, they don't like to get their hair wet, but a lot of black people ain't really big time swimmers no way. It's just one of the things. So to me, that's kind of a moot point. You got to consider that a wash, because it ain't like we all want somebody to swim with. The majority of us don't even fuck around with water, don't have pools, and if we got one, we don't get in the motherfucker anyway. So I'm okay with that. Number 2, white girls don't talk back. Put a little aggression in your voice and she will do whatever you say. That doesn't fly with other races, though. They want to fight always. Now, he tried to be nice and say the other races, but we all know he is. And here's the reason why it's like that. It's because of how they're raised. When you look at most black families, black households, who are they mostly ran by? Majority black women. And they numbered a bunch of black women talking shit, don't listen to reason. You can't explain shit to them without an argument, without a fight. They always don't. They will never, ever, ever take the fact or just take an instance where they say, I'm just going to listen to my man, or I'm just going to listen to my husband, take his word for it, and keep it moving. Nope. They always got a but why. That's how you feel. Let me tell you how I feel. It's always that extra. Always. And it's just because they're not used to growing up with men in the house. They're not used to growing up with their fathers. That's just how it is. That's a terrible dynamic that we have in our culture, in our communities, but that's why they can't not just listen, take some direction, and keep it moving. They gotta talk back. They gotta confront. They gotta have the confrontation, because that's the only way they've seen other women interact with their niggas. Whether they the side bitch, the girlfriend, the sometime bitch, the drop off, whatever the fuck it is, that's all they see. So they think that's how we communicate. And that's how they deal with male energy. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Unless you need something from that nigga, unless that nigga is buying you some shit, that's the only time you see him submissive. And they'll play and they'll put on their little mask and act and be like, yes, daddy, okay, daddy. They'll do that shit because they're a fucking sugar baby. They'll do that shit because that nigga got money. They'll do that shit because that nigga might knock their 2 front teeth out. But in general, in a natural, just straight up relationship, when you got two people, you don't have that dynamic in our community. It's not as prevalent as it is the latter. It's just not. So it's easier introducing them to your friends, your family and friends. Everyone, this is Amber. Is way easier than on the ears than everyone, this is Shaniqua. Just saying. It's crazy, but true. It's some bullshit, but I get it. I get it. The naming shit, y'all hear Tommy talking about that shit all the time. It is fucking outrageous, the names that these black women give their children. It is disgraceful. It's stupid. That I just want to be different. I get you want to have a name that is different, but the name should mean something, not just some shit you put together. It should not just be some shit you put together. See, here go my man, my cousin said, the other is just better. I haven't had a monogamous relationship with a black woman in 13 years. And you talking about a black man that got his shit together, well-to-do, well off. I mean, hey, my man is together. You talking about what you would call an eligible black man. Nigga ain't no criminal, ain't got no record, ain't got no fuck shit going on in his life. You talking about a nigga that's on his shit, got his shit together. That's what he's saying. And this nigga is world travel. All across the fucking globe, nigga. Facts. Just saying, that I know this personally. Facts. Well traveled, gone all across, been around the world, That nigga done been around the world several times over. But that's the experience. That's the experience. So therefore, there's the preference. He ain't waiting to hit a lick. He done hit lick after lick. So it's like, that's the difference. All right, here we go to the next one. White girls have way less restrictions in the bedroom than other races. You can basically do whatever, wherever with them, and they'll smile through it all. Now, let's put the facts on this. Black women, I'm gonna give you credit. Y'all like this too when a nigga got money. Nigga got enough money, nigga got enough status, a black woman would do what the fuck ever a nigga want to do in the bedroom. They will. That's the truth. If a nigga got enough money and enough status, they will do whatever the fuck that nigga want to do in the bed. Whether it's bring another bitch in there, bring another nigga in there, bring some shit in there, literally, bring a toy, whatever, a blow up doll, a dog. They will do it as long as you got enough money, as long as you got enough status. And the only reason why they do that shit because they want to be like, girl, I did it, but you know who he is, because they want to gain position and favor with that motherfucker. Because they think in their mind and they know if I don't, another bitch will. So that's why they do it. Now here's the difference. A white woman will do it. An Asian woman will do it because they have respect for their man to the point to say, I want to do whatever it is to make him happy. I want to keep him satisfied. I want to do this because that's how my mama taught me how to take care of my man. That's what it is. Now, is that how it is for all of them? No, because there are some that will do that. But in general speaking, that's the difference. White girls, Asian women, they taught to do that. They are taught, hey, you take care of your man in the bedroom, do what he wants. No holds barred. If you want to swing it from the chandelier, you want to put it in your mouth, put it in your ass, put it wherever between your feet, you want to put it between your titties, you do it. That's what they will do. And they do that because that's how they are taught. I gotta take care of my husband, take care of my boyfriend. I want to get this ring, I better do these things. Do-wop, 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 do-wop. That's what they will do. Yep. Put it on my ear. Whatever. That's just what it is. I'm just saying, that's just what it is. That's how they operate. That's how they function. That's their culture. Wherever, however, whenever, whatever you want to do is not that I'm going to let you do it. I want you to do it. Yep, under the armpit. Just put a little extra deodorant on there. That's fine. That's just what it is. But all I'm saying is that it's the way that you're taught and the way that you're raised because you're talking about the family dynamic. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So when you say, hey, when you're talking about putting it here, putting it there, it's not that they, well, this nigga got money, so I'm going to let him do it. Nope, they want you to do it. That's what you want to do? Great. You want to try it there? Fine. I've never done it before. Probably done did it 5 or 6 times. Let's try it, honey. Fine, babe. That's just what it is because they're taught that way. Now, what will most people say? Oh, they just nasty bitches. Or they just this, they just that. Well, you nasty too. As long as the right nigga come along. The right nigga come along, you just as nasty. Motherfucking Patrick Mahomes, show the fuck up, you with it. What's that tight end for the Chiefs, Kelsey? That black girl doing any and everything he want her to do. And there's other black women in his DMs saying, I do that too. That's what they'll do. You look at all of these other football players, all these other athletes, all these movie stars, all these entertainers, they doing it. Ain't nobody telling Chris Brown, no, Chris, you can't put it in my butt. They like, no, that's what I like. I'm glad you said something, Chris. Of course, Drake, you can put it in my ear. I ain't never had it done before, so I'm an ear virgin. You my first, Drake. That's what they do. Sure, Lil Wayne, you can put that dick anywhere you want, wherever you can fit it, because it's Lil Wayne. Now, white girl's gonna say, hey, you're my boyfriend? You're thinking about being my boyfriend? It's our first date? Sure, you You can put that dick under my, you can put that cock under my arm. Go ahead. Here, put it on my neck. There you go. I want to be the best first date you've ever had. It's just how you raise. It's the whole culture thing. That's what it is. Just what it is. So I get it. Oh man. White girls aren't looking to be in a rap video. That's bullshit. Meaning, oh no, he changed it. That's right. Meaning when y'all go out, she's not looking for you to buy out the bar and light the club up with sparklers. She doesn't care about any of that shit. She just wants her drinks and music. Well, let me tell you this. Man. She might not want it, but she sure cool if you do it. She likes to be with a nigga that got money and a nigga that got status like that too. If he can do it, she with it. She with it just the same. Now she will be a little more low key with it, but she'll be watching that nigga buy the bar out and be like, all right, I'll see you. She'll watch that nigga spend that money and buy it and get them bottles and all that shit. She'll watch that shit. She will. So I'm gonna keep it fair on that one. White girls have no problem spoiling their men with gifts. They love that shit. It's an ego boost for them. Then it says, see Kim Kardashian's birthday present to Kanye. Okay then. Now here's the thing. When you got money, you spend money. I get it. When you come from money, you spend money. However, most of our black women don't come from money. So they don't spend money like that. They're too busy trying to get money. So if they do buy their man an expensive gift or some shit like that, it's an investment. It's a, yeah, nigga, now I'm doing this, nigga, because I know, nigga, I'm trying to, show you I give a fuck. That's what they doing. Now, when you come from money and you got money, it's nothing. So it's like, I get that. That's true, but I get why it is that way. Now, should it be that way? No. Because just the way that you want a man to spoil you, you should be more than willing and be able to set that example and spoil him. And that ain't just because you sucking his dick in the car. He's talking about actually spending money. And that's one of the things I can shout out. I can definitely shout that out to my wife. My wife, she will spend some money on me. She will. When we were dating, she was buying me shit. I was buying her shit. I was like, oh, okay. My wife was responsible for 90% of the clothes I wore. She dressed me because I don't know shit about fashion. Now, I can tell you some shit about some technology. I can tell you some shit about how the shit goes. I can give you some life advice and relationship. I can do all that shit. But I don't know shit about fashion. I just don't. That's it. But I can definitely see why that would be said. But I understand why it is that way. So, white girls don't give you as many headaches as other races. There's no nagging, complaining, and other annoying ass behavior. No running through your phone and wanting to know who such and such is. Now, here's the thing with that. White girls don't give you as many headaches as other races. Nope. They just know how to keep their mouth shut at times. But if there's some fuckery going on, they're going to look into that shit just like anybody else would. They're going to look into that shit just like anybody else. They know how to pick and choose their battles. So a white girl will nag your ass about something in particular, depending on what it is and depending on what the circumstances is. Now, will they nag your ass about every little thing? No, but they know how to pick and choose their battles. They know how to let their man go, do their thing. They know how to let their man go out. And I ain't just talking about going out to fuck no bitches. I'm just saying they know how to let their man go do them. Go ahead, honey. I'll stay home. I'll play some gin rummy. I might fuck the pool man while you're gone. But I won't let him affect our lives in any shape, form, or fashion. I might fuck that gardener dude while you're gone. But just know I'm not going to fuck this up. And I'm going to make you feel good when you come back. That's all it is. But All I'm saying is that they know how to pick and choose their battles. They know I'm not going to be a bitch, especially when my man is taking care of business and doing right by me. I'm not going to be a bitch about every little thing. I'm going to let him do him. I'm going to let him have his space. That thing that he likes to do, I'm not only am going to encourage him to do it, but I'm going to help him do it. That's it. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And that's not just a white thing or black thing. That's just a being in a family and understanding that the man and what the man does, knowing the roles. And I'm telling you like this, a lot of this shit would be even killed if more of us had fathers in the home. I cannot tell you how much I can see the impact of on my daughter that me and my wife have in such different ways. And it's so complementary to what we do and how we do it. And I can see how she benefits from both of us on a day-to-day basis. I shit you not. The way that we parent, the way that we talk to her, when she does something, when I know that I'm the thermostat in this relationship, in this family. I'm the thermostat. I set the temperature. I do. I know that. And I know that role, and I know how to actually say, hey, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do to her. This is why we need to handle it. This is how it goes. And I know now by having a son, it's going to be different for him. Because I'm looking at it though, I'm trying to raise a young boy to be a man. My wife is looking at it as though that's my baby and he's going to be my baby forever. And that's good because it gives both sides. I look at my daughter like that. That's my baby girl, but I'm raising her to be a woman one day. And when she gets to that point where she starts being into boys and getting into guys and shit like that, I know our relationship is going to change. She going to be a different motherfucker and I'm going to be a different motherfucker. Fuck them niggas. She gonna be loving them niggas. I'm gonna be like, fuck them niggas. I understand it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But my son is totally different. When my son start getting into girls and all that shit, I'm gonna be like, okay, boy, let me put you up on game. See, what you gonna do is what all these other niggas they gonna learn for 10, 15 years down the road. I'm putting you on. Here's what you do, son. That's what I'm gonna do. My wife, I know she's gonna do some shit like, let me tell you how to get a nigga. Let me tell you how to talk to a nigga. How when a man talk. But I'm gonna be there to say, hey, here's what you do. Here's how you talk to. Here's how you have a conversation with. That's what I'm doing now, giving her those tools so she can talk to a man. She will understand her role in a relationship. And she'll know how to choose a good man that's going to compliment her as opposed to just getting a nigga that's going to fuck around on her or fuck with her. White girls cater to and love and take care of their men. Cooking, no problem. Cleaning, no problem. Anything else you want, no problem. That's a family dynamic. That's being taught to do such. That's being taught to do things that way. That's knowing your role, knowing your position. Now, some people will look at, that's a weak bitch. I cook. I clean some shit. I don't do dishes. That's just my thing. I hate doing dishes. I had to do them all the time when I was a kid, and I fucking hate doing it now. But I'll wash some clothes. I'll take out some garbage. I do that shit. Cut the grass. I do that shit. Some shit break. Everybody calling daddy to fix it. That's what I do. That's exactly what I do. So I get it. Number 9, you ever receive head from a white girl? I rest my case. Again, that's one of those things where depending on who you are. That depends on who you are, goddammit. When it comes to a black girl, she will suck your dick dry to the bone if she knows who you are. This nigga here is such and such. That's why I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give him Sloppy Toppy because he got the new hit single. He fresh off of O Block with a new hit single. His video just got 1 million views. Yes. That's just what it is. Other races, they're gonna do it, but just because they love it, because they're supposed to love it, because that's how they was taught to love it. You love your man, you love doing that. Fine, I'll do it. Some people, hey, not their thing. Other people, it's all they live for. It's relative. But that whole dynamic of being taught and being raised in a culture that's like that, that's what it is. Then he said, which really sums up my number one reason black guys prefer white women. Then it says, white girls are just more fun. There's no other way to put it. If you just want to have fun without any of the negative shit, get you a white girl. Now, here's where I'm like, I understand why this person's saying what they're saying, and I understand why it's like that. So, when you're talking about being out in the world traveling, going around different places, different cultures, experiences, and things like that, most of us from the hood are not privy to that. We don't get exposed to traveling. We don't get exposed to skiing in Aspen. We don't get exposed to going on family vacations and shit. And I'm talking about a vacation. I ain't talking about going out of town. Y'all do know the difference, right? A vacation means your ass is leaving the country. Going out of town, that means you going to St. Louis, or you going to grandma and them house. That's going out of town. When you going to stay at another place, you going to Disney World, that's a vacation. You're going someplace, you're going to live in someplace that is not yours. When you go into your Uncle Ray and them house down in Mississippi, that's going out of town. You drive up to Indiana Beach, that's going out of town for the weekend. Going out to Universal Studios for a week, that's going on vacation. Going to the Bahamas, that's a vacation. So when you're talking about just being able to travel and do things and just being more world travel, so yes, most black folks don't go hiking. Why? Because most black folks don't live in places where you can go hike. That's just what it is. There's so many people that I know in the city, in the hood, in Chicago, that live less than a mile from the beach and ain't never been there because they in the project. Projects is here. The beach is 1.5 miles, 2 miles over. Ain't never been down there. Projects right here, less than 10 minutes from being downtown. Ain't never been down. Won't catch the bus, won't walk, won't ride a bike. First time they go down there is when a nigga they 17 or 16 and a nigga that's 24 taking them out on a date and to take them down to Ronnie Steakhouse or some shit. So because we're not well traveled, we don't know about doing other fun shit. Don't know about riding jet skis. We don't know about going, skydiving and all that. Not that we necessarily would. I ain't living skydiving myself, but I will ride the fuck out of a wave runner. They don't know about getting on ATVs and doing shit. Right. Going camping. I still have not truly been camping. I think I'm going to probably be a glamper because I like having some amenities. But going camping, one of the other things I want to do is I want to go fishing on a houseboat. I want to go on a houseboat. Me and the fellas get together, rent a houseboat, going out on the water for about a week or so. I want to do that shit. When you mention that shit to niggas, they be like, man, a houseboat? Nigga, what the fuck is a houseboat? Exactly, nigga. It's a house that's a boat. That's just what it is. But because we're not exposed to that, we don't do it. I learned that shit from my old man. I wish I would have got a chance to actually do it with him, but it's like getting on a houseboat, you going fishing and shit. You're out there on the water, you got motherfucking your fish and your drink and your cigars and shit. And you just out there kicking and fishing. Every day is what you do. Chill. Got your cooler with your drinks in it. Catch a few fish or maybe don't catch none. It don't matter. It's the experience. So it's like it's one of the things that y'all ain't never heard of a houseboat? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. You ain't never heard of a houseboat? Well, let me show you, man. Let me go ahead and educate you on the houseboat. Show y'all what a houseboat is. Show you what a houseboat is. Come on, y'all. These some white folks too don't know shit about a houseboat. God damn it, guys. Oh my God. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Houseboat. Boom. See that? Real quick. See that? That's a houseboat. Mm-hmm. Shit fly, ain't it? Yeah, man. See that? This nigga said the Titanic. Yeah. Those are houseboats. Take that out on the water. You rent one. Houseboats rentals. You see that? Houseboat rentals. Houseboating in Texas and other lakes. You take that motherfucker out on the lake, and that's what you do. Y'all see that? Fancy motherfuckers. Yeah. Okay, that's an old one now. But that's what you do. Get a handful of y'all, go out there. Now the white girls on the top don't come with it. But that's what you do. All shapes and sizes, depends on what you want or what amenities you want to have. But that's what you do, man. You hang out on the houseboat. Spend the day out there, spend a week out there. All right, y'all see that? There you go. Look at that. Ooh, that's some old shit you live in right there. See the inside? I thought somebody said it's like an RV. Matter of fact, let me click on that. That's the inside of a houseboat. Oh, y'all fancy now. Yeah, you see that, right? Yeah. Shit don't look too bad now, do it? It's like, man. Uh-huh. Ain't too bad now, Doc. See that? It's all about what you're gonna pay. I mean, of course, the amenities, the more amenities and the nicer the shit is, the more you gonna pay for it. But shit, you can find some certified fly shit. And you just out there hanging out. Like, look at these motherfuckers. They got jet water skis and all that type of shit. Yeah, man. You rent one of them motherfuckers, you can get it cracking. That's a houseboat. All right. Now, let's go ahead and let's listen to this simp general here. Tell us about what he thought about Ice-T shit.
So everybody keeps sending me this meme or this article or whatever it is that Ice-T supposedly said about 10 reasons why black men prefer white women. Now, if you haven't seen it, supposedly what he said was that black women can't get their hair wet, but white women can. Black women stress you, white women don't. Black women don't give head, white women do, and blah, blah, blah. And before I break down how this should not only be offensive to black women, but mostly white women, let me say I have no problem with interracial love. Interracial love made Jesse Williams, Barack Obama, and Bob Marley. I'm not 100% sure that he said this. I am sure there are dudes who would agree with him. So if you're one of the white women or any other woman who's unlucky enough to meet a guy with this mindset, I have some questions. Does it not bother you that a dude only finds value in you for what his other options lack? That's like if you ask him, baby, why do you love me? He says, you know, you got that whole last woman on earth appeal.
What kind of simp shit is that? I played this because I wanted to point out how it's such a positive thing in one respect, but then when you have niggas like this who won't even see the fairness and just say, well, hey, it could just be the preface of it, but the fact that somebody actually made a video and actually called out what it is that they like about it, even though I didn't agree with everything on it, I still acknowledged it. I still acknowledge it. This nigga here is straight. Nope, there's no way, no how. You shouldn't have did it. You're wrong for doing it. Something wrong with you. You don't like yourself.
Instead of saying, baby, I love you and race didn't even play a factor, he's telling you that I love you because I hate them. AKA, you made your way into my heart by process of elimination.
So basically, you're saying that he's saying that he like white women because he hate black women. I don't understand why that has to be the case. Why in the fuck is just because I have a preference that is just not a preference? It's a hatred for yourself and a hatred for the other group. Why is that the case? Every time you talk about shit, even when you talk, and my thing is this, they take it further than just black and white. They take that shit to light skin and dark skin. If I'm a black person and I like or prefer a light-skinned woman, oh, I hate black, dark-skinned women. I hate them. That's all. That's what it is. Why can't I just have a preference? I like vanilla. I like vanilla. So because I'm chocolate, I gotta only eat chocolate? Nope. I like to eat my vanilla. Okay? That's just what it is. It's my preference. It should just be a preference. We take this color thing too far. We always go extreme with the shit, especially when it's not even necessary. And it's all because we want to make another group or the other undesired party feel good. We don't want to hurt their feelings. But they can hurt the shit out of ours, though. I'm fat. Are you fat, motherfucker, nigga? You shouldn't be fat then. Shit, I ain't fucking with I can't do no fat nigga. Oh, that's okay. I just don't like no fat nigga. I just don't like it. Fuck that. That nigga fat. I don't like him. But he a black man. I like what I like. Shit. You hear them same motherfuckers who be talking about, see, you color struck. Well, bitch, you size struck. How about that? Nigga, if your dick ain't even 10 inches, don't even talk to me. That's giggling and funny. But the minute a nigga say, if your titties ain't a size C, don't holler at me. Oh, see, nigga, you superficial. What, bitch? I only date basketball players. If you ain't over 6'3", nigga, don't holler at me. So why can't we say, well, look, bitch, you 5'4". You hate yourself. I'm a short nigga. Why can't I be 5'4" and like a taller bitch? Nah, I can't do that. Nigga, you gotta be taller than me. Well, bitch, you 6'2". Bitch, you 6'8". It's always cool when it's their desires. It's preference then. But when it's the other way and they own the non-desired part of the scenario, then it's something wrong with you. You hate yourself. You're less than. You are dusty, dirty, coon ass. You are all this negative shit because you won't pick them. That's insane. But then you'll go look at other races and you'll see a little bitty Asian woman with a little bitty Asian man. No problem. You'll see a little ugly Asian dude with a fine Asian woman. No problem. You'll see an ugly Asian dude with an ugly Asian man. You'll see a ugly Asian woman with a handsome Asian man. You'll see it all the way up on both sides. But when it's us, you either like it, you like everything that I am, regardless of what it is, or you ain't shit.
For a second, let's just put away the bullshit generalization that black women are so horrible. But if he really believes that, then he feels about you the way we feel about voting for Hillary. The other choice is just less appealing. And a lot of these guys use the same stereotypes to diss black women that they use to backhanded compliment other races. Like when they say white women are easier to love because they don't talk back, like a doormat. What should be even more insulting is whenever they praise you for having features commonly associated with the women they supposedly don't want. Like you're the best of both worlds. But if you're the best, why you need somebody else's world? So if you entertain...
What the fuck did that even mean? You're the best of both worlds, But if you're the best, why do you need someone else's world? What the fuck does that even mean? Do you see how he sounds like a lot of black women do and just make shit up that sounds like it's something? Like a doormat, right? What the fuck does that mean?
Is whenever they praise you for having features commonly associated with the women they supposedly don't want. Like you're the best of both worlds. But if you're the best, why you need somebody else?
So basically he's saying because a white woman that got ass, you saying that she got the best of both worlds. But if you find a nigga with a big dick and money, what do you call that? If you find a nigga that's that got this and this, which normally don't come together, you find a nigga that got motherfucking money and he got a great personality and not an asshole, or is generous, what do you call that? It's like that shit makes no sense. You can't just say, well, if you this or you that, well, you shouldn't be wanting that anyway. That I don't know why you would even say that.
So if you entertain a guy who has to put down an entire group in order to communicate.
And I'm putting you down because I'm talking about the shit that I don't like. That's my problem with this. Because that's all that shit was. It's just saying, this is what I don't like. Talk shit, full of shit. That's that shit I don't like. Running your mouth, won't shut up. That's that shit I don't like. Woo! You got an attitude. Woo! It stinks like you too. Woo! You got on the weed. Woo! And you can't swim with me. Ric Flair, nigga. You can't wet your hair, nigga. That's just what that motherfucker saying. Yeah, I hit it with the Pusha T. Woo! With the Ric Flair, nigga. You can't wet your hair, nigga. Yeah, I'm from Chicago. I'm from Chicago, nigga.
His affection for you, then he's not telling you that you're the best. He's just saying he couldn't do better.
And it's not a thing of me putting it down. It's like men deal with this shit all the time. We deal with it all the time, and you never hear us complaining to women about it. Nigga, you ain't got no Gucci on. Nigga, you broke. Nigga, your car ain't up to date. Nigga, your car don't work. Nigga, you don't even have a car. Nigga, you don't wear Jordans. Nigga, you ain't got at least 2 bodies on you. Bitch said, don't, nigga, if you ain't got no bodies, don't even holler at me. Then you'll have the really outrageous one. Nigga, you ain't got 6 figures. Well, bitch, you ain't making 6 figures neither, and you got an O-shaped figure. How the fuck do you have the audacity to tell me what the fuck it is I can and can't approach you? I can't talk to you because I don't have a body? Or I can't talk to you because I don't have 6 figures? Really, bitch? You see me, I got Gucci and red bottles on. Okay, let's look at your debt, though. 80% of your credit is maxed out. But you telling me what you can and can't accept. Then when you go ahead, you don't find that shit out until y'all motherfuckers living together and about to buy a house. Because you're married now. Credit all the way fucked up. Bitch, credit so low you can't even put her on the house. Now, if you put her on the house, they're going to add another 10% of interest on this motherfucking mortgage. What? God damn it. That's the difference. It's like we take all of the shots that y'all give. A nigga walk up and his teeth ain't right. Nigga fronts is all fucked up. Y'all ain't trying to hear him. Unless he got money. Nigga got this top tooth gone and on the other side got the bottom tooth gone. It look like he got a checkerboard or some shit happening. Y'all ain't trying to hear him. Girl, no. Girl, I can't. No. No, girl. No, That nigga couldn't even buy me and my kids dinner. Well, did you take your kids on a date? No, I ain't take them on a date. But when we went out to go eat and shit, I was like, man, can you get my kids some to-go plates? What? He was like, nah. So I'm like, no, nigga, yeah, we good. Us straight. I need me a nigga that's gonna be with me and my kids. What about their daddies? What about them? 2 of them dead, and the other 2 is just gone. And that one, I still don't know who he was. That was just a one-night stand. So I don't know where that nigga's at. He gave me a fake name and number. And you had the kid anyway? I don't believe in abortion. Bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? But it's never a thing when a woman makes or states her preference. We never say that you hate short niggas. You hate niggas with less than 10 inches of dick. You hate niggas that don't wear Jordans. You hating, you tearing down niggas that don't make 6 figures. A nigga that don't have a 6-pack. Nigga ain't got no 6-pack. Nigga got a gut. You hate us. You tearing us down. So that you gonna be with an old built nigga. It is what it is. What do niggas say? Nigga, don't even talk to me if your ass ain't in shape and you ain't got no 6-pack. I'll be like, all right, I ain't got shit to say to this bitch then. Fuck the bitch. Let me see what her friends say. Is that for you and your friends or just for you, bitch? That's what a man gonna say. Shit. That's just what it is. We will just take that shit and keep on trucking, baby. Yeah, we keep it moving. All right, nigga. She said she don't like niggas that, you know, hey. Nigga ain't trying to buy the bar. She ain't fucking with him. Okay, cool. Nigga ain't got a body. I ain't killed nobody yet. So let me not holler at the bitch. I'm good. Nigga, you ain't trying to spend no money with me on me, then don't even call me. Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to have motherfucking coffee with you first, bitch, just to see if I like you. I ain't gonna take you to no expensive ass motherfucking Gibson's restaurant and spend no $200 on a motherfucking steak dinner. I just met you. But I'm a weak ass nigga, I guess, if I do that.
If a man hates black women because he keeps missing over there, then cool. But don't let that be the reason you end up his rebound. Because while he says he sees you as a queen, he's really making you look like a fool. So for every woman that's feeling proud to have some man like this, like, I would hope you want to be somebody's dream girl, not default. And how
he said somebody's dream girl, so now he's talking to the women that are not black to say you should be the dream girl or the I don't know. They said, do people really have 10 inches? Is that a thing? I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't know, man. I'm just talking. It is what it is. I was just giving an example of just when it comes to just different aspects. That's just what it is.
he gonna love you if he can't love himself?
Message brought to you by ShopDerekJackson.com. There it is. But it's like, it's such an extreme. And that was the reason why I played this. And this is a few years ago as to why I wanted to play that, because it's such an extreme for us when we don't like what it is they think we should like. But yet and still that same group will turn around and put those same type of restrictions on a man. And that be it. That's just what it is. They'll put that same shit on a nigga, but if a nigga puts that shit on them, oh, you all kind of negative, toxic, self-hating, abusive. You are everything else, but just a motherfucker with a preference. That's just what it is. And I don't understand why that's okay and why we can't just have a preference. Just like how motherfuckers, talk about men taking care of their kids, men being there for their kids. It's like, We all know that that's not how they all are. Are some of them like that? Yes. But just because if a black woman came up with a list and said, yeah, black men ain't there for their kids, but white men are, we'd be like, well, I don't know about that. Because here go the numbers. But you ain't no self-hater. You ain't a person that just hates black men. We ain't going that extreme. We will argue the point, but we won't make you the negative piece of that to say, well, you hate this and you hate us. You hate all black men. You a black man hater. I just don't understand that. I wish that we could just accept things just from a relationship perspective. Just accept things that someone likes and someone doesn't as a preference. And be upfront with it. Be upfront with it. Just say, hey, I like this. I'm not one of those men that have ever liked big, dumb booty ass, dumb titty ass women. I just never liked it. To those men that do like it, it's a preference. Have at it. Enjoy yourself. It's just one of those things. It's just not a thing to me. It really isn't. So it's like, but I understand for those that may be. There are a lot of men that are fascinated with a woman that has a big, gigantic ass. There are a lot of men who are fascinated with a woman that has big, gigantic breasts. Tommy. But that's a preference. That's not I hate the other. That's not I hate those that don't. See, Justin said, I like stoutly women. He like a short body big motherfucker. That's your preference. It's not that you hate slender women. It's not that you hate a woman who is tall and voluptuous. No, he like a short body. A woman that's like built like Ram Man from He-Man. Y'all remember Ram Man, don't you? All I'm saying is it's all relative to your preference, not that you hate the other. She said, I like a fine man, tall with a little d, perfection. That's your preference. It's not that you hate a short, big dick nigga. It's not that. And it's like, that's what I get when we talk about this. When we talk about white and black, whatever way it is, when the woman is not, the black woman is not the preference, it's offensive to them and they feel like they're being slighted. And I don't understand why. And it's like the self-esteem aspect, the not being in a strong family dynamic aspect by having both parents. I think that plays a huge role in it. I would love for black women to just take pride in just being black women. Nothing else. All of the extra bullshit, I gotta do this and be over the top, I gotta be extra aggressive, all that, fuck all that. Just be you. Let the fact that a black woman is just unique enough on her own, just because she's black. That's just like a person who likes Asian women. Asian women ain't overly nothing. They more submissive, they quiet, Why not just let them be who they are? They ain't putting on a bunch of makeup. They ain't putting on a bunch of fucking eyelashes and all that extra. They're not doing none of that shit. They ain't putting on no afro wigs because they want to switch it up. They are literally just being who they are. And I can tell you this, even if you want to take the aggressiveness and the attitude, all that shit, and make it black women, if you just left the look part alone, kept your hair natural, didn't pump up your already big ass to be even bigger because you're trying to compete with another big booty bitch. If it was just those things, it would make a difference. It really would make a difference. Now, this is the last thing that I want to play, and then we're going to get out of here. So check this out.
Senator Kamala Harris. What do tennis star Serena Williams, Senator Kamala Harris, and businesswoman Melody Hobson all have in common? They're all married to white men, but black women are the least likely group of women to marry, especially outside of their own race. A professor at Northwestern University explores these relationships in a new book.
And here's the thing. It's not that they're saying no. It's that nobody is saying yes to them. And that's why I pointed out the things I pointed out in that list that Ice-T either made or didn't make. It's the personality. It's the personal traits, the character, the characteristic. It's the attitude. It's the things that actually make you or separate you from all other women. And you should want to have some commonality with those other women. Why? Because those women are being chosen more than you are. Just saying. I know that if I had a 6-pack or an 8-pack and was able to have my shirt off, that I would be more appealing to more women. I know this. Because the majority of women like men that are built, that have strong physique. It's just what it is. That's just what it is. They like to see it. It looks good to them. It's attractive to them. Totally understand. But because I don't, I'm not saying that the women who do prefer those men that do get 6-packs, that they are out of shape body lover, haters. Y'all body shaming me. I never say that. Never would. Never would. I would never think that the fact that that women don't find my physique attractive, that they are trying to body shame me or that they are hating on me. I would never ever conceive that thought. I just look at it as though they have a preference and what they like is something that I just don't have. I just don't. So it's like, it's a thing to where I have to accept what it is, but that doesn't mean that there are other women that do like a fat nigga or a nigga that got some pounds on them. There's plenty that do, because some people like personality. Some people like, hey, he just looks like an average guy. He's an asshole, but he's funny. He's a man of his word. He knows some shit. I like his intelligence. I like his smarts. I like his confidence. It's plenty of other shit that's there. I ain't gonna have this and a bad attitude. That's the problem. So it's like you have that. That's why you won't get chosen. That's why you won't be chosen as often.
Called Interracial Relationships Between Black Women and White Men. And joining us now is the author, Cheryl Giudice, who's also a sociologist and adjunct faculty member in Northwestern University's School of Education and Public Policy. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So why did you want to write this book?
I want to write this book, Brandis, because I know of so many women, Black women, who never had a romantic personal relationship.
Miss Gen XR Empath said, what women are being chosen more than we are? Seriously. Are you saying that are you Black, Miss Gen X? Because if you're Black, then I can definitely say that you are the least married out of the different races of women. So that's why I'm saying that. When you talk about, you look at the numbers, the empirical data of white, Asian, Hispanic, and Black. Out of those four, you Black women are the least married. Out of other races marrying other races, they're the last. So whether it's a white person, Hispanic person, Asian person choosing a different to marry outside of their race, they are the least. When it comes to Blacks marrying Blacks, the least.
And I've always felt very bad about that.
But I don't
sorry
know if
about
you're black
that.
or not.
And the reason for that, primarily, it's because they limited their search to African American men. They never thought that any other men would be attracted to or by them.
And see, and that's the thing too. It's like she's saying that she says, "Yes, I'm blackety." Nigerian Creole divorce black. I don't know what blackety is, but what I'm saying is this, and what she's trying to say. This is what I disputed. What she was saying is that I don't know what blackety is, but when you're talking blackety black and I'm black, y'all, I'm black, y'all, I'm blackety black and I'm black, y'all. We're not talking about those that are we're talking about actually choosing those women that are being chosen, that are being married, that are getting married, staying married, what all of that is. That's what we're talking about. So what she's saying is that black women don't know that they have other options. That's bullshit. Because men that are attracted to women pursue women, whether you black, Asian, or whatever the case may be. If you are a woman, I mean, when you talking about a woman that is attractive, a woman that is out, that's going out on the dating scene at a bar, at a club, at a movie theater, at a grocery store, whatever the case may be, those women that are out there, those women will be approached. Now, how approachable you may be, that's on you. That's on you. But I would not say that you could, I wouldn't go as far as to say there isn't any other barrier. There's no physical attraction, because you can't say that. The physical attraction is there. A black woman can wear a dress just like any other woman, hell, in some cases, if not better. So the physical appearance piece, that's there for the most part. You take your average in shape white woman, black woman, Asian woman, whatever the case may be, and you look at them as far as and Hispanic, and their body type is pretty much going to be the same. It's all going to come down to preference. And if anything, as far as just overall in general, the genetic piece of that, those women are going to be, black women are going to be more shapely. The average in shape black woman is going to be more shapely, therefore more enticing as a physical appearance is going to be than the other one. Just saying. Now, you do have all varieties and all different kinds. I'm just talking about your average. Let's say if you took your average 125 pound black woman with that's height and weight proportionate, and you put them all up with the same Hispanic, Asian, whatever the case may be, they are relatively going to be the same. That's just what I'm saying. So it's not a thing of them not being chosen or not knowing that they got other options. It's other factors that's attributing to that.
Remain single.
You call this also a numbers issue. Why do you say that?
It's a numbers issue. There are far more black men than there are black women. And this starts at age 16. The same thing doesn't happen for whites to age 32. So for a black woman to limit her dating options to African American men by themselves, she has a very good likelihood of remaining single.
What's happening?
So here's my question to that is, what woman would limit her options? I don't know of any. In general, now you might find one somewhere. I ain't talking about you, ma'am, wherever you are or whenever you watching this. But when you're talking about in amongst the average, when you're talking about your averages of people, which ones are going to turn down their options? They're not. They are not. They're not going to turn down those options. They are not. They're only going to go after those men that they are, or not go after, but they will only be products of their environment. So the women that usually grow up in the hood usually tend to stay in the hood. That's true. Those women that will actually go out and grow up in different areas and suburbs and things like that, they will more than likely date those in that area that they grew up in, or that are like that area that they grew up in. But they won't limit their options. Yes, okay. So if you're saying you will not limit your options, you don't have any desire to be with any man but a black man, that's your preference. But you can't tell me that there are no black men that would want to be with you. It's just that your preference of those black men would determine if you're going to be with them or not. You still getting hit on by black men. You still going to get hit on by your people in your area are still going to hit on you, period, point blank. It's going to happen. However, when you're talking about being chosen by other races, it's not that you don't know that. It's just that they're not showing that. Even when you're talking about dating on the internet, when you're talking about not just going out to places physically, but just being on the internet, your dating websites, you have all the options in the world. You're presenting yourself, and if you opened up your options, you would get those hits back. Plain and simple. That would prove the point, and that's putting you on an international, on a global scale. Now, not to say that any woman that gets hit on by a man that's over in the Ukraine or some shit gonna move over there, but in your area in the United States, you putting yourself out there wherever you want. In your area within 100-mile radius or some shit like that, or whatever you're willing to do as far as relocation, you're going, if there are other races that are in your area, they're going to hit on you if they are attracted to you. That's just it. That's just it. I don't see why you think that these women, why she's saying that these women don't have the or don't know that they have other options. Oh, they're very well aware of it. It's a preference just like anybody else.
That gap at such a young age, at 16 for black women.
Well, right, it begins with some of the things that happen to young black men. They have higher mortality rates than other groups of men, incarceration rates, things along that line.
That's true, but here's why I counter that. Most women, most black women, are more inclined to date a thug ass nigga. Tell me if I'm lying. Especially ones that are in their prime. Most black women will date a thug ass, gangsta ass nigga before they date a nerd. Shout out to my boy Thin Friend, who can vouch. Most young women in their prime, I ain't talking about when they're a kid, because that's kid shit. I get it. I'm talking about in their prime, 18 to 29. They will date that thug ass, gang banging, drug dealing ass nigga, and they could be on their way through college, could be fucking pre-med, and will be fucking and sucking a dope dealing ass, play Madden all day, push bricks at night ass nigga. Cause he exciting. He ain't boring. They will date that nigga. They will go after that nigga. They will want to be chased after that nigga. They want that thug ass nigga, the same nigga that's getting locked up, the same nigga that's going to jail, the same nigga that's out there in the streets fucking niggas up, robbing niggas, robbing a dope man, and robbing any and everybody else he can, riding on 24s with a box Chevy. That's the nigga that they want anyway. So what she talking about is bullshit. Cause that shit don't matter if they in fucking pre-med or if they in fucking pre-abortion clinic. Planned Parenthood. It don't fucking matter. They all want that same kind of nigga. I want me a rough ass nigga. I want me a tough ass nigga. I want me a nigga that's gonna go out here in these streets and handle his business. I want me a nigga that's hustling. They don't start thinking about a real motherfucking man, a man that ain't on that street shit, until they start getting old, they titties start sagging, they ass start drooping, and they realize none of their baby daddies are willing to settle down with them. Now they want to find a man that's going to keep it real. They want a man that's going to be real with them. Now I just want me a man that's trying to have something that's real. Bitch, you 39. 6 motherfucking kids by 5 niggas. Why would I want to settle down with you just because I got a little money, because I ain't got no kids, but I've saved, I've worked hard, and I've amassed some shit. Now you and your 6 kids want to move into my house. 2 of them are over the age of 16. Why the fuck would I do that? After all of these thug niggas done beat your back out, done motherfucking turned your sugar walls into motherfucking salt, wore your motherfucking pussy out, treated it like a rent-a-car. Just in and out, driving it in and out, driving it here, driving it there. Now, you want to settle down and you want to get married and you ain't fucking until you get married now. You a born again virgin. Fuck out my face on the internet.
Make it likely that there are far fewer of them.
You document some of the reasons why black women don't date outside of the race. What are some of those sociological reasons?
But based on the social, historical problems that this country has had, the historical relationships between some black men, black women and white men, that's primarily what it is. It's long entrenched, something that's going to be very difficult to change.
You also talk about self-esteem,
racism is responsible
and you
for that,
write
huh?
a little bit about black women being so-called less desirable. What is that?
Well, what it means is that really in this country, Western society values white women. They are at the top of the pinnacle in terms of beauty. So a black woman is not going to meet the same standards of beauty as a white woman, because for the most part, black women aren't blonde and blue-eyed or even very thin. And that tends to be the standard that is most revered.
Now, here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with what she's saying. Because if that was the case, then you would think that all of these women would be copying those women, including the white women. So all of the redheads, all of the brunettes, all of the gray-haired, all of the brown-eyed, all of the hazel-eyed, all of the green-eyed, they would all be mimicking the same blueprint. That's essentially what she's saying. That's what she's saying. If that was true with what she was saying, they would all be trying to look like that. All of the Hispanic women, the Latino women, they would be dyeing their hair, putting in blue contacts. They would be changing up their entire appearance to look like the so-called status quo Western woman so that they could attract men, because that means that the men wouldn't be looking at them unless they had that. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why they're making. Do you realize that there are certain men that have a strict preference as to just what they like? Like, exactly. This woman says, thinking that she's saying, she's a redhead with green eyes. There are men that want to date nothing but redheads. There are men that like brunettes. There are some men, just like how some men say, or some people have said, blondes are dumb. So men that don't like dumb women, they don't like blondes. So what is that, blonde shaming? She's literally just making up shit to try to fit a narrative. That makes no sense. What about women you see who've actually dyed their hair green, who dye their hair pink? Are they having trouble finding a man because their hair is not blonde? No. What about Hispanic women? Most of their hair is black. Most of their hair is black. Most of their hair is dark brown. How many Latino women do you see dyeing their hair blonde? Is J-Lo blonde? Selena, was she blonde? How about Ariana Grande? Is she blonde? It makes no sense. It's a preference. And those women that have red hair, brown hair, gray hair, whatever the case may be, how many of them do you hear saying that they have problems finding men or finding men that are attracted to them because of their hair color, because they're not blonde haired, blue eyed? How many women do you find that are black that got fat asses that say, I having problems with my DM on Instagram because I don't have blonde hair? I haven't seen J-Lo's hair color recently, but she hasn't predominantly had her hair blonde. I don't know what the fuck her hair color is right now, but I'm just saying she hasn't been predominantly a blonde. And J-Lo ain't had no problem finding a man. That motherfucker done had Ben Affleck, Puffy, even though Puffy gay, but he'll switch it or whatever the case may be. But Puffy, what's the other dude? I need to know. Mark Anthony. And ended up with Alex motherfucking Rodriguez. Are you fucking serious? How you got them 4 type of niggas? And she ain't your typical blonde haired, blue eyed woman? Just saying. She started out dancing on In Living Color. I guess she did really realize that you can do what you want to do in living color. So it's all what I'm saying is that if you took pride and confidence in just being yourself and created your own lane and stayed in it, you would have those that are attracted to it. My sister-in-law cut her hair off. Well, she didn't go like bald, but she normally had like shoulder length hair at least. But she cut her hair off into a nice little it's not like a rounded fro, but it's a natural. Beautiful. I said, I love your hair. It looks amazing. It looks good. As opposed to her putting on a motherfucking blonde wig, which would make her look crazy. A 30-inch yacky blonde ponytail. I'm gonna be like, God damn, sister-in-law. Don't do that. You know better than that. And we're not going to even talk about the men. Because if she's saying that this would be the thing for women, it would also be the same thing for men. Men would need to look like the status quo white male, Western white male. Everybody would need to look like what's the white boy name that all the women love? That one that did the Academy Award, won the movie thing that everybody liked. I can't think. Ryan Gosling. He's supposed to be the sexiest man alive or some shit like that before Idris Elba took it. Idris Elba don't have brown, blonde hair and blue eyes. How come we ain't trying to look like Ryan Gosling? That's all I'm saying. It's preference. But I want, right, Leonardo DiCaprio, I would just want I would want black women to do their natural thing and stay in that lane. Because there was a time when that shit was popping. There was a time when black women did rock naturals. There was a time when black women did do their hair and keep their hair all natural. Even if they threw a perm in it, it was still there. And I don't even see the need for that. Do y'all realize because your hair is so unique, it creates a uniqueness about you that everybody else can't do? I don't understand why they would not do that. It's just like black men. We're unique in the fact that our skin is the skin tone that it is. So those that prefer black men prefer that skin tone because it is unique. It's only to them. Now you white boys can go and lay in the tan and all the tanning beds you want, but you ain't gonna get this. You're not gonna get it. Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. Fuck around and get cancer trying to do it. That's just what it is. There is a uniqueness in you being so different. If you embrace that uniqueness, you create your own lane. Then you have people pursuing you just for you. And it's not a thing where you got to make up shit. Well, because of the Western woman, these black women don't know that they are actually more sought after. What? Well, because of slavery, these black women don't know that there are other men from other races that like them. How? When that's all motherfuckers do on social media is let it be known that they like you. Damn, shawty, you look good, shawty. Girl, I love the way you got that. Girl, you look good with that. Ooh, I like the way that. You so beautiful.
So why focus then specifically on the relationships between black women?
And hold on, let me address this. Classic Ruby said exactly. Men are blind to the reality because it doesn't touch or affect them at all. They don't even realize how much their perception swings the way media nudges them over time. I would agree with you, but we do. We are subject to it even more so than women are because women are more consumers than men are, which means that the market caters to women more than it does to men. And what that then there means is that when you're talking about what we are blind to, it doesn't affect us. It does. We just don't let it control us. We don't let it have an impact on us. We get it. We know when motherfucking Tank get on the stage that all the bitches gonna be on his dick, even though he'll try dick twice. We know that whenever a ghost comes on the scene, that all of the bitches is watching for ghosts. We know that's why y'all watch Power. Y'all was trying to see Ghost fuck Angie every motherfucking episode. We absolutely are aware of that. We know that all of the bitches want to fuck all of the niggas that are stars. We totally understand that. It's just that we don't dwell on it because we like, yeah, he can have all the bitches, but he can't have all of the bitches. At the end of the day, Drake can only have so many hoes. Wayne can only have so many bitches. That's what we understand. That's exactly how we move. We understand, like, okay, yeah, I get it. The Migos are in town, so that's what the bitches are on. The minute Trey Songz come to the city, all you bitches go and buy the hoiest outfit you possibly can in hopes of getting chose. All-Star Weekend, all of you whores go and buy spend your checks that you just got from income tax. And because it's All-Star Weekend, you will spend it on flights, you will spend it on clothes, so that you can try to entice a nigga just to hopefully give you some dick. That's a baller. You do it every year. They're about to do it now for Super Bowl. So those same stereotypes, those same westernized biases that we motherfucking are victim of, just like y'all, we move on from the shit and we understand what it is. Y'all are more infatuated and y'all will do more to chase after a motherfucking dude than a man will do to chase after a woman. Case in point, how many niggas do you see at the Beyonce concert compared to women? How many niggas do you see at the motherfucking Nicki Minaj concert compared to women? That's just what it is. Y'all chasing after, y'all go after that shit. And all of those niggas that y'all chasing after, because ain't no bitches talking about how fine DJ Khaled is. Y'all ain't saying that until y'all see that nigga car, see that nigga bank account, and see that nigga with that Miami mansion. That's when y'all ready to fuck DJ Khaled. Before then, Khaled just a fat nigga walking down the street. That's the truth. Tell me if I'm lying. You just helped me prove my point. It's more gay men at a concert to see Beyonce than it's actually single men at a Beyonce concert. The fellas ain't getting together to go be a part of the Beehive. It ain't happening. Now that nigga that be talking about where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, huh? Or what? Where the money reside, where the money reside. Okay. I do this all the time. And that's on who? Mary Had a Little Lamb. That nigga's going to the Beyonce concert. Yes. But me and my boys, me and my niggas, we not going to see Beyonce. We're just not. We just ain't going. I get it. We're not going. We ain't trying to get backstage or none of that shit. Because we know Beyonce fucking the security guard anyway. She fucking the security dude. And that nigga ain't gonna let us get nowhere close to her. That's just what it is. Them women, y'all trying to get to the after party where Trey Songz is at. Y'all racing to the club. Y'all gonna fight to get in the VIP. Y'all gonna suck the security guard dick at the door of the club. Show him your titties just to get inside. Then you gonna fuck the guy in the VIP at the VIP gate. You only gonna give him 2 minutes to bust. But if you at least let him get in, he gonna get you in. You gonna do whatever you can to get on that tour bus or to get in that VIP to get to that nigga. I'm just saying. Y'all tell me if I'm lying. That's what y'all doing. You ain't seen no concert where it's just a bunch of niggas. And you got a female artist. You ain't seen it unless it's RuPaul. Work. You better work. That's what you see. That's just what it is. Y'all trying to get put on. Y'all trying to get on some dick so y'all can make a connection. Y'all trying to make a fuck connection. Fuck love. Let's just make a fuck connection because it can benefit me and change my life. 50 Cent even said it, have a baby by me and I can become a millionaire. Nigga, I want to have a baby by you. Just look at what it is and what y'all have done. And y'all women know I ain't fucking lying. Y'all will go chase these niggas from city to city. These women talking about they in their hoe phase, so I'm gonna go hoe for the next few years. Hopefully I can trip and fall on the right dick and get knocked up, or the nigga fall in love with the pussy, and now I'm here. Right, look at Superhead. That bitch made a living. She made her claim to fame by giving fellatio to niggas. Show me the male version of Superhead, please. You sure know a lot about these gay guys. Wow. Just when you thought you could have an intelligent conversation, there it is. When you putting a bitch on blast, there it is. That's exactly what they do. Proving my point. Proving my point. Now my sexuality is come into question because I'm putting these facts on the table. I'm talking about those hoish ways of you bitches, and now I must be gay because he calling out our shit, girl. He just calling out too much shit, girl. Yes, we chase dick. We chase thug dick. We chase rich dick. No, we don't want to make a life for ourselves. No, we don't want to build our own. We want to siphon off of some nigga, and he's now taking the covers off and exposing us and our pumped up ass and titties. Why would he do that? He gotta be gay, girl. Yes, that's right. He's gay. He's telling too much truth. He must be gay. Well, I don't know. Well, just say it anyway. I'm typing right now. Hopefully he'll stop. That's what it is. I'll never forget when I was rapping, trying to get a deal. We was down waiting. We knew we had inside intel on where Jay-Z was gonna be, and his hotel was down at the Peninsula. And we was out there. And you know what we saw? We saw 4 different bitches with babies getting out at the hotel and asked, hey man, who was them Jay-Z's baby mama? What? Y'all don't know about that shit. That's one of them hip-hop secrets. Jay-Z got a bunch of baby mamas. And you know why? Because it's a bunch of bitches that want to fuck Jay-Z. There it is. If Miss Gen XR was young enough, she'd be chasing that dick too. I'm sure she's had her run. I'm sure she's had a run. Yeah, that one time I was chasing the Gap Band back in 87. That song Joanna just touched me. I had to have them. I was chasing the Commodores, girl. I traveled with them niggas to 4 cities. Yeah. Surely if I'm gay, you must be a whore. So why not? Right? Shit. It is what it is.
White men as opposed to black women and any other race.
Because traditionally, black women with white men is the least common relationship. So I was curious, so how is it that men that are at the top of the social hierarchy are getting involved with women that would be at the bottom of the social hierarchy? So that was one of the first reasons.
It's called slumming. It's called ghetto gaggers. That's what it's called. That's why. I saw ghetto gaggers and I just said I have to do this. Okay, Shaniqua, come on up to the summer house for the weekend. Yes, I'll pay, bitch. I'm gonna pay for you to go away too. That's what it is. Yes, You really, yes, I will pay for you to come out to Dubai, where I will put caca on you. Yes, come out there. You will. I am the Ayatollah. You will come out there. You will stay in my Arabian palace, and I will put this caca all over you, and I'll give you $10,000 for it. Well, bitch, since you give me 10 grand, I'm like, fuck it, shit. We got to do something, get this change out here. My flight leave on Tuesday. I'll see you bitches in 10 days. That's what it is.
Looking at that, there are far more black men married to white women than the reverse pattern. The other thing is that I didn't want to investigate black women married to other men of color because you don't have the same social, psychological, or historical dynamics to deal with. So those
data's not there.
Have the same aspects going on between them that other white men and black women do.
How is the experience different for younger black women versus older black women, 50s and above?
It's far easier for younger black women to date and marry outside of the race than it is for older women. They don't catch as much racism. They may deal with other kinds of microaggressions, but they don't have to deal with some of the problems that their older peers did.
It seems we're also seeing more of these sort of interracial relationships in the media. For example, I mentioned, you know, at the top of this story, a number of celebrities as well. Is this good for all age groups?
Yes.
And even when you look at that, the other interracial relationships, what do you see on commercials? You see it reversed on commercials now, right? You see white women with black, you see white men with black women. You very seldomly see a black man with a white woman. TV shows, what do you see? So she's talking about the whole media and society and what we put out there. You see more white men with black women than you do see black men with white women. When you see an interracial or biracial family, you see it being the white man with a black woman. You don't see black men with white women in commercials and on TV shows. Just saying. When you talking about the media, a black woman with a white man is pushed way more than the other way around. They know that black men and white women relationships are not very prosperous. Get your lying ass out of here! She said not very prosperous. Boy, Michael Jordan, prosperous. Let me go and run off a few for you. Michael Jordan, prosperous. Seal, prosperous. I can't believe you put that up there. You want me to keep going because I can run off a few. Luke Cage, prosperous. Come on, Soto Nation, run this shit. Kanye, prosperous. This motherfucker. Yeah, Seal is married to a white woman. What you talking about? Kobe, prosperous. Shall we continue? I mean, man. Oh my goodness. Tiger Woods, prosperous. Like, really? I know you didn't just say that. You must have just said that because you just wanted some attention. That gotta be what it is. Oh, wait. Serena Williams, prosperous, but she make more money than her husband, so you can't count her. Who else? Lil Wayne, prosperous. I don't know if 50 Cent girl is white or not, but he just had a white woman here or there. Oh man. Who let's see what other who did that lady say at the beginning of this? She said Serena Williams, Kamala Harris. I don't know if she's richer than her husband or not, but she had to fuck a black dude for a long time who was married in order to even get what she was. So you can't count her as she ain't black. Let's name some other black women. Y'all, I mean, somebody else help me out. Right, Gabby Sidibe. She got more money than her man too. That motherfucking white boy broke as shit. Eddie Murphy, prosperous. Okay, wait, I got one. Robert De Niro, married to a black woman, broke as fuck. He had to do me doing movies he don't want to do because this bitch done spent all his money. How about that? Dave Chappelle, prosperous. Janet Jackson, she didn't even have more money than her husband that she just married that dude where she got that $500 million for divorcing him that she literally divorced to the day of being married to get it. So I'm just saying, Lonnie Love, she got more money than her husband do on the nigga she dating. So I don't know where the prosperity is in all of this, but I'm just saying. These women that you talking about, they had money before the person that they with. So I don't know how they're like more prosperous with them. But I can definitely tell you how these black men have prospered with these white women. I can definitely tell you that. All right, let's keep it moving.
What's happening is that you're seeing more interracial relationships in terms of advertising as well as in terms of some shows out there. We're beginning to put out more positive portrayals of African American women so that it does increase their visibility and hopefully, raises their profile in terms of desirability.
So let's talk about some of the stories in your book. You interviewed a number of women, obviously. There's a chapter on dating. We meet a woman named Celeste.
I don't know if Eve got more money than her husband. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to Google that. I don't know if she make more because that dude, I think he's like an English dude or some shit like that. I don't know if he got more. I don't know if she got more money than him. I don't know. I don't know who her husband is, but I think that white dude had money. I think he did, but I don't know. Somebody can look it up. I don't know who her husband is, but I think that dude had more money than before he got with Eve. I think he was already established. So, but if you want to count them, we can. I can give you Eve. I ain't gonna even look that up. I'm gonna give you that. But that still just showed you the imbalance of that, what you were saying.
Her late 20s. Yes. Tell me about her. Who'd she meet?
Well, Celeste was a very interesting young woman. Celeste met a man at work, and she was interesting from the point of view that she was not a person that had trouble finding black men. But what she came to understand was that she had trouble finding black men that were willing to commit to an exclusive relationship. So she had been fairly popular, and because she did have some choice, she had some of her black girlfriends say to her, you better watch it because you're running out of men. And she kind of was a little choosier than they thought she needed to be. But she said she just couldn't see herself settling for someone just to say she was married. So as it turned out, she met her now, I think they were going to get married, husband at work. And she wasn't initially attracted to him at all. It was just after they had worked together on a project, she said this ordinary white man she became really interested in, and apparently it was mutual, and they started to date. And she discovered that they had a lot in common. And eventually she had to tell the black guy that she was dating she thought, I'm going to have to tell him about this. And her black boyfriend said, well, I'm not ready to commit. And she knew that, and she knew the reasons for it. But she started thinking, this isn't helping me. So she continued to date her white boyfriend. And that when he was ready to commit, she felt for the first time that, okay, now I know what I was missing. I was missing.
Oh, so she didn't get with a motherfucking thug-ass nigga. Isn't that something? Oh, so the minute she stopped looking for a thug-ass nigga, the minute she stopped looking for a rough and tough nigga, the minute that she said, let me just talk and deal with an ordinary motherfucker, she supposedly found love. Now, I don't know the inner workings of that relationship of what happened. But I'm just saying, he said she cheated. I'm just saying, and hey, I don't even know that. I'm not going to speculate on it, but I'm just saying the point that I want to make is when you change what it is, what your criteria is, and make it about the actual characteristics of the person as opposed to what everybody looking at and looking for, because that's what we are mostly caught up with. You will find not only a more compatible person, but you will find a person that is more more fit for you and complements you better, because there's more to life than just a fat booty. There's more to life than just a tough ass nigga. There's more to life than just a six pack. There are certain personal qualities that you need to look at that in time will become more valuable to you. So why not look for those things now? That's all. And no, you don't have to go find you a fucking fat slob to fucking be with. No, I'm not saying that. But there are certain things that you need to look for as far as a person's characteristics, as far as a person's personality, that should weigh more, if not as just as heavy as the physical part. Because yes, you should be attracted to your mate. Yes, you should have some type of physical attraction to the person that you want to be with or spend the rest of your life with. I'm not disputing that at all. But it shouldn't be the only factor. It just shouldn't be the only factor. That's all I'm saying.
Someone that really wanted me and me by myself, and I can stop looking and I can just enjoy this relationship. So that's where I left her.
Yeah. So you talk also about socioeconomic as well as educational status, because black women are often more educated than black men by numbers. And you talk about a couple, Denise and Todd. What do we learn from them?
Tommy always dispute that shit. These Everest College, Phoenix University going motherfuckers. Y'all ain't finishing school. Stop lying.
Well, Denise and Todd were a very interesting couple. First of all, not only do you have the racial issue between them, you have a gap socioeconomically. Todd was from a very, very well-to-do family from Chicago's North Shore. And Denise...
Mahogany said, I don't think dating a biracial man is a good option for a black woman with a soul either. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Hey, yes, Justin, I wasn't going to even get into the whorish part of her dating both of those dudes at the same time until she realized he wasn't going to commit. I ain't going to even get into that because other women have done that too. But I do get the point, and the fact that you acknowledged it, I see it. But I don't understand what you're saying, Mahogany. That makes no sense to me. You don't think dating a biracial man is a good option for a black woman with a soul either. I don't know what the fuck that means. That's some other shit. But let's go ahead and let's finish this up.
She was not from such a lower income background, but given his background, she would have been much lower on the social scale. And he was actually her second white husband. Her first white husband was a guy that she met in college whose family could care whether or not she liked them or not. And she just said they were just redneck country people. But she stayed with her first husband long enough to have a child. So then she meets Todd.
So that means they was together more than 2 weeks. I ain't shit. I know it. I'm not shit. I ain't shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Todd was this guy that was pretty, I would say, liberal and also pretty urban. And he always had kind of a preference for darker skinned women. And in fact, it was her black woman friend that introduced the two of them. And her friend said, remember, I kept telling you, you really need to meet Todd because I think that the two of you will get along. Well, of course they did. And they did get along. And then she discovered after the relationship had been going on for a little while.
So do you see how when it comes to a man choosing a black woman, how with Todd, it was just his preference? Do you see that? But if it was the other way around, then it would have been, oh, he hates black women. That's why he's with her. Do you see that? That's my point. For them, when it's a white man or another race of a man, an Asian man or a Hispanic man choosing a black woman, it's preference, or he just knew a good thing when he saw it. When it's a black man doing the same thing on the other side, then it's all his mama, but his mama black, all he's a self-hater, all he don't like himself, but all of this other shit. Right. She didn't say that, but your mama white. She didn't say, oh, I can't be with you because you hate your race. We hit it off. And we've been together ever
about
since.
his own socioeconomic background. So it's because one day, and he said to her, he said, let me tell you a little bit about my family. And she's thinking, uh-oh, now I'm going to hear about how, the family really feels. And he took the conversation in a direction she didn't expect. He said to her, no, he said, we probably have a little more than most other people. And so she then goes on to talk about not only how they got, how the relationship unfolded, but about how his family had a very difficult time dealing with her at first. And now it's essentially, she had to teach them how to treat her. But through life adventures and things that happened, now they are all very close because his family demonstrated to her when her son got in trouble, how they were right there for her and didn't treat her son as if he were not, part of the family. And then, of course, Todd and she have their own 2 children together.
And all of the wonderful things that she's talking about, it's coming from what? A strong family dynamic. And it's preference. It ain't racial. It ain't racist. It ain't color struck. It's coming from those things.
And they've been married now more than 20 years.
More than 20 years.
Yeah,
20 years.
I should probably tell viewers as well, I am a black woman who is married to a white man. Yeah. Before I let you go, quickly, what do you want readers to take away from your book?
Well, the main thing I want readers to take away from my book, I have a message primarily to black women. Please do not limit your search for an eligible black to an eligible black man, because the numbers are just not there to support it.
Bullshit. It's just that black motherfuckers ain't getting married in the first place, first of all. The other part to that is they ain't staying married, the ones that do, because we had a 70% divorce rate. And last but definitely not least, those people that will choose you as long as you have yourself out there and you're presentable. If you make yourself a prime commodity, then you will actually have options. It's not that y'all close. Black women ain't closing themselves off from the market. Black women just are not a viable commodity on the market when it comes to getting married.
Dating outside of the race. Black, white, all those races in between as well. But don't limit your search to all of the best childbearing years you have are gonna, and then you wind up, and you may possibly wind up by yourself.
Okay, Cheryl Giudice, thank you so much for joining us.
So it's like, and I'm definitely expound on what you're saying. The biggest 49ers fan said the dark-skinned woman is cute and well-spoken. And you know what to me, what I noticed about her is that she was pleasant. She carried herself well. She was able to articulate herself well. It wasn't and this is with what appears to be a biracial woman. It wasn't a girl, well, yeah, girl, like you see them bitches on what's that shit called with Lonnie Love and all of them. They ain't on there doing that stupid shit. Just like how you see how Lonnie Love is all the time. Yeah, girl, yeah, yeah. Well spoken, articulate. She makes you see like, oh, okay, this person, I can actually have a conversation with her. I can take her somewhere and leave her to talk with my peers, and she's not going to make a goddamn fool of herself talking about it's a black thing you don't understand. She ain't doing all that ignorant shit. That's what I noticed about her. And let me address this other thing that Mahogany said. Let's see, where was it at? She said, understand this. I don't think going beige is a good thing. We have to have black babies. Where will I find a black man like you in the future? Here's the thing, Mahogany. It's not that it's not enough of us out there. The problem is It's not enough of us having families. That's the problem. You want black women to make black babies? Tell black women to start getting fucking married so that they can have stable homes, so that they can raise black babies to be stable fathers, so they can raise black babies to be stable mothers, so they can have stable homes. Did you hear how that woman was just talking? All of the relationships she talked about, they were stable relationships. Couple been together for 20 years, come from a family background. That's what you need to be talking about. That's what you need to hope that people or black folks are doing. There are going to be people that are going to marry outside of their race. There are going to be people that are going to date outside of their race. That's inevitable. But when you're talking about the greater majority of white people are marrying each other. The greater majority of Hispanic people are marrying each other. The greater majority of Asian people are marrying each other. The greater majority of niggas are just fucking each other. That's our problem. If more of us was getting married, having children together, staying together, building homes together, building families together, we would have more of that. We're the only race that think it's cool to have our women at the forefront talking shit, being aggressive, being manly, acting an ass, and the minute something don't go right, they taking our ass to child support court and getting a fucking divorce so they can get a fucking free check. We're the leaders of that shit. Like leaders of the new school, we leaders of this new fool shit. That's our problem. That's where we need to change. We so caught up in race and we so caught up in the status quo and what people wearing and how much money they get. We so caught up in that stupid shit that we have completely forgotten about the shit that actually matters. And even when you're talking about the climate that we're in today, as far as politics, as far as this pandemic shit they got going on, there's going to be nothing more important than family. And the fact that we're so fucking bad at it right now is a problem. The main reason why I wanted to do this and talk about this is because we need to change the way we relate to each other when it comes to men and women, when it comes to family, when it comes to relationships. We gotta do better, and we have to make sure that we matter more to each other than just what a quick fuck will do, a baby he'll do, a basketball player there, a football player here. We gotta start looking at the value and looking at at what matters most, which is our character, our personality, our morals, our values. How come those ain't the top four that we look for in a man or a woman? As opposed to how much money he make, as opposed to what he got, as opposed to how he look, and opposed to how good his sex is. Because when we get old as shit, those are the main things we start looking for. Them first four. That's all I'm saying. We need to get better at being families as opposed to just being better at fuck shit. This whole thing about saying, oh, well, because you white, you want this black guy, then this black guy, you ain't nothing because you want white. It's so small and such a small percentage, it shouldn't even matter. You shouldn't even care. And truth be told, black folks that go with other races, those people look more black the majority of the time than they do white, than they do the other race. So we really shouldn't give a shit. We need to start valuing our families first. We need to start valuing what it takes to build a good, strong family. We need to start looking at family-oriented men as the hot commodity, as that attractive aspect. That man that comes from a good family should be something that you look at like, wow. That man that is all about building a legacy should be what we look at to say, yeah, that's what I want. As opposed to looking at the nigga that you know is a rapper and gonna be fucking other bitches anyway. You just thinking, I'm gonna get my kid out of them, then at least I'll be getting my money. We gotta be more sensible than that. We gotta become better than that so that we can actually start valuing what actually matters, which is family. And having one and sticking together and staying together as one is more important than anything else. And that's all I got to say about that. I didn't want to go over 3 hours, but I'm going to try to stay under 3:30. There's 5 minutes left. Let me give a shout out to everybody that donated. If you're watching this, please click the like button, click the subscribe button, and leave me your comments. Let me know what you think about what it is I'm saying. I'm going to give a shout out to the people that actually have donated. Go ahead and do that. Go to this young PayPal first, and then we're going to hit the Cash App, and we're going to get you on up out of here. I got so many goddamn apps open on my phone. God damn. Then we're going to get on up out of here. But those are the things that we need to really focus on, people. All right, let me go ahead and give a shout out to, dang it, I can't see. Oh my goodness. There we go. I want to give a shout out to, let's see who's up. What's taking so long? Glenda Hines, thank you. She hit your boy with $10. Thanks for spitting common sense with a laugh in between. I tried. I really did. Also want to give a shout out to my man, Colonel Davidson. He said, here's a little something. Hit your boy with $5. He said, here's a little something to show my support for the good work you do, dude, and salute to the fellow officer who wears the uniform. Yes, I wore the uniform to serve, to protect, and to reassure. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. That's what's up. I just want to say to everybody, we have to start looking at what matters, and and those things that we see that are superficial, we need to start saying, no, we need to start doing this. We need to start doing that. We need to make better decisions when it comes to this. All right, let's go. I'm gonna give a shout out to my man, Truth Talker Teacher. He said for Hoodlum reference was on point. Keep on, brother. Oh, that was the other show I did. Thank you so much. Also to my man, Sean Langston. He said for great show, back to back, bro. Keep them coming. I'm trying, man. Oh, shout out to my man Bolo. Hit your boy up with $10. He says for your live show, keep up the good work. Yes, sir. My man Michelle Cobre always hooking up your boy. Hit your boy with $10 and says, do you get any emails? I sent you videos to discuss. No, send them to me again, because I don't think I saw that. I'll go back and look. I'll go and look after this, but yeah, send them to me, bro. And then Quintina Mays, hit your boy off with $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Also, They Live. That's what's up. Hit your boy with $5. That's what's up. Thank you so much. And my man Justin Lofton hit your boy off with $1. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. My man Quicey Jordan hit your boy off with $10. He says, appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys, too. Thank y'all so much. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can still click the donate button. You definitely can. Let's see. What does Sinead say? She said, men don't put women down when they're trying to lay pipe. Tell your daughters to put a bit more into picking a mate. Absolutely. A man will do and say anything that you want to hear and anything you think you might want to hear, and just something that he think you could possibly hear to help him get the pussy. So I'm just saying we should all know that. That don't just go for young girls and daughters. That should go for women, period. Know that every man wants to have sex with you. They do. You just need to be selective as to who you allow yourself to have sex with. That's all. Be more selective. Value the mileage that you putting on your body by just fucking these dudes. That's why it makes me cringe when women say, I'm going through my whole phase. Or I done went through a whole phase. Because you ain't doing nothing but weighing yourself down and putting unnecessary miles on your body, which is going to show up at some point, sooner or later. It ain't going to turn in your favor. It's going to put you in a bad situation. where you begging any type of a man to just be something to you or sometimes with you in your life. I want to say thank you to everybody that took the time out to watch the show. Thank you to everybody that clicked the like button. Salute to all my mods, to everybody that came through, hit the like button. This your first time watching the show, or even if it's your last time watching the show, it's been real. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to get out of here. Peace, and I'm out. Yes, indeed. This is a good show. I didn't want to let y'all go tonight. Yeah, indeed. It took me a while, but hey, we got here. It's been good. I enjoyed myself so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all next time. Thanks to everybody that donated. Thanks for leaving your comments. Thank you to everybody that just took the time to say, fuck you, niggas. They just said good show. Everybody that donated, I love y'all. Everybody that came through, appreciate y'all. Peace. And I'm out. Yes, indeed.